are live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Back in the effing house once again. It is the effing podcast. We are awaiting the arrival of Kelli Jo.
Kelli Jo said she was in the parking lot about 10 minutes ago?
We're waiting on the arrival of Kelli Jo.
So we were like, okay, let's wait till Kelli arrives so we don't interrupt the start of the show, and waste time. So we gave a couple extra minutes, and that was well over 10 minutes ago. She said parking now. And
so we're
hold on, let me see what time.
We're just going to get the show started, and she
said it is 10:55, and she said it at 10:47.
All right, she be in about 3.
Okay,
3 minutes,
I just want to make sure.
Look, I know how the parking is here, though. Like if you come here after a certain time, like parking is crazy.
I immediately found a spot,
and it's a Friday night parking out here crazy.
I immediately found a spot. Oh, well, anyway, let's get on with.
I'm your host, Branson.
I am B.D.U.B.
Welcome to the effing podcast. Budha Junkie is not here tonight.
Is he coming?
Buddha's doing dad things.
Oh. That's
what the devil and the devil appears.
Yeah.
But no, Budha is doing dad things.
10:56.
Kelli Jo is in the building. Hey, baby.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Kelli is your guest with you?
No. Okay.
Oh.
We waiting on you, baby.
Okay, so
we're on air.
We're gonna start with our customary shout outs to Dank Drinks.
What up?
We're just doing shout outs.
Shout out 8th and Fancy.
8th and Fancy in the house.
Shout out the local plug.
Yes. Shout out the local plug.
Shout out Alpha Dogs.
Delicious. Go get those dogs.
Go get those dogs.
Alpha Dogs.
Who else we giving a shout out to?
I should do voiceover
Customized
work like that.
by me. Got to give my girl a shout out.
Customized by Meek?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out.
All your customized needs and items. Anything that I mentioned, you can find in the magnifying glass up if you're watching on Facebook, or just Google it and it'll pop up.
I've been watching so much NBA playoffs. Like while we were reading those announcements, I was expecting to hear the NBA music in the background.
Yo, I guess since we jumping right into it,
we might as well.
TNT, are they going to lose?
TNT?
The NBA? Yes. TNT might lose the NBA to NBC. Like,
man, that'd be whack because TNT has the best
you're saying it's
NBA.
Whack, but you were just singing the NBA song for that's NBC.
But that was on
song.
NBC.
Yeah.
And they're going back to NBC?
I don't know if it's been decided yet, but that's
just because I like the NBA on NBC's theme music does not mean that overrides Charles, Shaq,
which would
Kenny,
then put them
and Ernie
as free agents, which would bring it into.
They might as well just pay them and bring it over because you can't. That's the best. That's literally the best sports show.
They broke up. Who was my guy? Mark, the commentator, the white guy and the black guy. Mark, he's the coach.
Albert?
No. Mark
Jackson
and
Jeff
Van
Gundy.
Yes, I used to love that comment.
Yeah, they were pretty.
They broke them up.
Hey, yo, remember when Mark respectfully said he smashed Savannah James?
Yes.
That was one of those moments in announcer history where you go, the boldness of it all.
But so I think that you can't break Charles and them up. Like
you can't. They got whatever the issue is. They got to come over to NBC.
That's umpteen years together, and that's one of the most popular shows on TV.
But I also think Barkley might retire. He might be on some fuck that. It's a wrap. I'd rather be on the playing golf.
Too much money out there right now to retire.
It ain't even about money. I'm sure Barkley
with the gambling habit he got, it's always about money.
Yeah. What if Barkley had a drug problem in addition to his gambling? He'd still be trying to play in the league.
More than likely, but he's got. I know he used to gamble bad when he was with the Sixers. That was way back. So and he always talk about gambling on golf and stuff. So
and if he gambles like he chooses teams winning, like with those picks, I guarantee.
So he definitely, it's about the money for him. He's not retiring anytime soon.
I hope not.
I don't believe so.
I think he's the anchor of the show. He's like the B.D.U.B of the TNT crew.
The star of that show, I want to say,
It's Barkley. He's the one people want to hear from the most. I'm not saying the other
Shaq.
guys. No,
It's
Shaq has been way too sensitive.
I know it's not Kenny.
It's definitely Kenny's the whipping boy.
Like I'd rather hear from Ernie before I hear from Kenny. But
yeah, I mean,
who?
Charles Barkley.
how was meeting Charles Barkley?
It was all right. It was different. He was walking by himself. I lived in Alabama, Leeds, Alabama for a little while. So when I lived in Leeds,
Oh, it's a dog. Oh, and he can't go outside. It's a dog.
Oh yeah, he's from Leeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Leeds.
Oh, he cool. He can introduce. There's a dog in the building.
There he go with his shot collar stuff. Nah, just
Does he want to go outside? Yeah.
everybody's in the building now.
There's
and we
people-
haven't really even got the show started yet. You know,
Yeah,
so
we got-
everybody's here at the beginning. Yeah, you right. Everybody right on time. We just getting the show started. And
Everybody-
actually, we were getting ready to talk NBA, so you really kind of a little early. You know what I'm saying?
If you want,
ready-
you can get a drink or something.
We get ready to talk NBA real quick, about 5 minutes, get that out the way.
10 when Hassan
Hurricanes
starts.
probably on their way out the playoffs.
Oh. I don't know about no other sport, but I know about hockey.
Look, the Hurricanes probably on their way up out the playoffs. They fighting for their life right
Yeah,
about
they
now.
fighting. They fighting right now.
So, but we're going to do NBA real quick. We'll start in the Eastern Conference
Because we just
Boston.
saw that. No, let's just focus on the game we just saw. Pacers-Knicks. That was a
Knicks,
very exciting
2-1
game
Knicks.
3.
The Knicks are hurt. The Knicks are hurt.
Yeah,
the Knicks are hurt. I don't know if they'll be able to pull this out. I don't know how they won the first couple of games, but the Knicks are
Jalen?
hurt. I don't.
Like a couple nights ago.
The Knicks, yeah, they.
The Knicks just won today. Like
I
an hour,
have to give
like an
Jalen
hour
Brunson
ago.
his credit. Like
Yeah.
he's a monster. Like this dude be scoring, and he only 6 foot. Like he's not really. He's not. The Pacers won tonight, but
Yeah.
overall, Jalen Brunson's game is serious.
I mean, because he reminds you of old school, back you down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these point guards are not built. He's built like a linebacker.
I'd be like, he can't score, and he just keeps scoring. He just keeps scoring. He just don't let up. He's amazing. I ain't going front, but I still think the Pacers are going to win this series.
I don't know.
For some
Now,
reason.
I
feel the
Yeah,
Pacers
I
are
think
gonna
the
win this
Pacers
series.
have a better team because
they got
New
a
York
better
is
team.
hit.
I believe, like I said, Mitchell Robinson might be out the rest of the series.
Yeah.
How long is Brunson going to be able to carry this team? And he keeps getting nicked up.
yeah, I don't
Brunson
know.
can't carry.
It's going
the
to
team.
7.
It probably going to 7.
What if he's the new age Iverson
Nah, he too big. Nah.
and can lead his team to the finals?
The new age of Iverson is Morant. You just don't
Yeah.
know it because he hurt.
I was
You
just thinking of
forgot
a-
it because he hurt.
I was just thinking of a little man who led their team to the finals.
Well, not to the finals. I don't know if the Knicks are going to make it to the finals, but if they do,
That juggernaut, Boston. But then again, you can't.
if
You can't
Porzingis
not a
doesn't come
juggernaut.
back in the Celtics.
Boston's not
Yeah.
a juggernaut. They
Yeah.
caught that L
They-
last
they-
night.
yeah,
The
they
series
known
is
for
1-1.
choking.
The series it's 2. No, it's 1-1 because
Yeah,
Boston
1-1.
lost at home.
1-1.
Oh, Cleveland.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell.
Down they beat them by what 30?
Spider
Yeah,
Mitchell.
They put the work on the boys last night, so it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Boston's definitely. They probably just need to wake up. They probably going to do Cleveland in, but we're going to wait and see. I do like Boston in this series. Out west, you have the Mavericks and who the Mavs play?
Shea Gilchrist.
Okay,
Mavericks.
KC. Yeah, they won
1-1.
I was surprised the Mavericks were whooping their ass like that. I thought the OKC was a complete team.
Yeah, but
they
OKC
are young.
They're still
OKC
young. They let you know they're young.
That's
now,
their thing.
Now the only other young team that seems like they're ahead of their time, which they're not technically, Minnesota, and that's only because you got.
Well, they have a mix of veterans.
Minnesota ain't
Yeah.
a young team. Cat been in the league for a hot minute.
Yeah, he has been.
Gobert
Rudy
been in the
Gobert.
league for a hot
It's
minute.
just Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, it's just Anthony. Like that team. Nas Reed been in the league a hot
Yeah,
minute.
he has been too.
Speaking of Nas Reed, 6th man of the year.
Correct.
We're going to run down awards in the NBA real quick. Oh no! Before we do that, Denver, Minnesota. Last time I checked, Denver was up on Minnesota.
15.
But Minnesota's
halftime.
up in the series 2-0. It'd be kind of impressive if Denver win this one, and because you don't really expect them.
I want Ant-Man to win.
They're the champs.
I do want Ant-Man to win it, but Denver going to be staunch competition, especially if they can pull this game out in Minnesota. Because then I'll be like, well, shit, if they can win this game in Minnesota, more than likely they're going to win the next
Now
game.
my
too.
13 with 12 minutes left in the third.
In the third?
Yep.
Oh, the-
And third, 13 ain't nothing. 20 points in the NBA is nothing.
Speaking of the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic with the MVP.
Yes.
Again.
I think
Again.
STG
Again.
should have won it.
I do too. STG. Yeah. You mean
STG.
SGA?
SGA. I said that.
No, SGA. I don't know what.
Shy Gilgeous Alexander.
Shea Gilgeous
Shay
Alexander.
Gilgeous.
Gonna be STD.
Well, there's a lot of people's initials.
Who else? Jokic.
Defensive player of the year. went
Year
to
was
Wemby.
Gobert.
Gobert, yes.
And we'll go back to him in a second.
Who won most improved?
I didn't even
I was
catch
getting ready
that.
to tell you
Who?
that I should have known
Who?
Tyrese Maxey, who definitely deserves
Yeah,
it.
he deserved that.
He's a monster.
He stepped up.
Next year, I can't.
Didn't he win it before?
No.
Oh, I thought he won it last year or a year before.
No. I keep thinking of the kid from Memphis that won it, but that was 2 years ago. Bane.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know who won it.
Desmond Bain.
But this year was Maxey, and I believe that's all. Now, while we're on the Rudy Gobert
Oh, yes.
name, he missed game two of
First
the
of his
series
child, baby.
for the birth of his child and caught a lot of flack, which is corny.
Wait.
Hold on.
Okay,
Go ahead. No,
say
you go. You go.
Okay. Originally, I was just with everybody else where I was like, the man should watch the birth of his child, blah, blah, blah. And then I found out watching Gilbert Arenas' show that the child was actually born in the morning. So he was there in the morning to see the baby being born. Mother and daughter were fine. He could have chartered a plane to the game and played.
Sure, yeah, he could.
But he chose not to do that. So that's where I was.
Firstborn.
yeah, firstborn.
He saw the baby.
He saw the birth. I think he should have been at the game too.
He should have been
at
at game too.
And once
That's the
once-
life of an athlete.
Yeah,
No,
because how many times you go? You know.
that's game two.
Yeah,
Sorry.
how many times you going to have opportunity to go win the championship?
But how many opportunities you had to be there for the
But he
You
was
can
there.
see a baby
He
get
saw.
born.
He
You can
seen.
knock up a woman, and
He was there. Everybody
he
good.
should have planned better.
Right.
Knock up a woman.
Everybody good. You good?
Even
You
Shannon
good?
Sharpe was
All right,
like, "We
all
don't have sex in September because that brings babies at the wrong point."
His hands be so damn tight anyway, he probably can't do shit.
Yeah, but we'll get into Shannon later. But yeah, with Rudy, I thought he had the time to watch
Yeah.
the child's birth
It's playoff.
Make
basketball.
sure
and go
everybody-
to the playoffs. This
Right.
is the playoffs.
Right.
I can go either way. He's played the majority of his games. He's there most of the time. It's a good reason.
But people
it's not
forget-
like he made up some nonsense ass reason.
Remember that snowstorm? He missed the game because he couldn't get out of his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he has a habit of like playing hooky from his and that's not a big deal.
His neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm-
My point is this: he had the capacity to watch his baby being born and play the game. He didn't have to choose.
where was he at? I think that's another thing.
Yeah,
Like, how
do you
far-
know where
how far
Rudy's,
were you at? Did you have to go
I'm
back?
assuming
I assume Minnesota.
And
Yeah.
the game was in Denver, so it's not far.
Yeah, you're right.
Hell, the owner could have gave you
Gave the private jet.
private
Well,
jet.
obviously he didn't offer.
I mean, Rudy could have got the
He could have
jet.
got there.
He probably could have, but like I said, I can understand either way. He at the end of the day, the Wolves still won.
Yeah,
They
but
still won.
had
So
they lost,
it's a different conversation. But if
Playing for a chip.
yeah, you're playing for the chip. But
you ain't
won
like
the
you
game.
never won
He there
one.
tonight, and they getting smoked right now. So
They got about
exactly.
13.
so
Maybe he should have had a twin born 2 days apart, and he'd have been at that game. They'd be up winning. But yeah, I personally thought Rudy should have been at that game. that's a playoff game. I would have forgave a regular
It'd have been
season.
something different if the baby came.
Yeah, if the baby wasn't healthy or complications or anything.
Or it came during the baby born during the game, fine. But this was early in the morning. You had hours. The mother of the child she was straight. They was asleep.
Everybody was cool.
Everybody was cool.
So
he was there to see it. Now you can take your
And
ass
then
to
they
work.
said Rudy didn't even fucking stay at the hospital with her. He just chilled and went home.
He getting ready for game 3.
Now he at the crib watching game 2 at his crib after seeing.
He knew Ant-Man had it.
He didn't.
Had it under control.
No, he didn't. He ain't got it tonight.
Ant-Man had it under control. Rudy there tonight.
Yeah, but they showed up today.
What else we got?
Okay. We did cover all the awards. Big Baby. 3.5 years sentenced to federal prison.
That's got to be trash.
Glen Big Baby Davis is
used to play for the
He played for the Celtics. And
go do 3 years.
He did the Clippers too, right?
Yeah, he did Clippers too.
Yeah.
Get ready to go do 3 years. How you go from the NBA to the Fed time?
Scheme, trying to rip him off.
Hey, scheming.
Okay,
but look, but you got Brett Favre out here. He done ripped off the welfare system. Still out here, no charges,
nothing. But okay, here's what happened. It says he was sentenced. Glen Big Baby Davis was sentenced by a federal judge to 40 months in prison plus 3 years supervised release for November 2023 conviction in an alleged scheme to defraud the league's health care benefits plan. 22 people, 18 of them former NBA players, including Terrence Williams and Keon Dooling.
Oh, Keon Dooling going too?
Yeah.
He got all his Clipper homeboys. Now I'm like, he did play with the Clippers.
Yeah. So
he took off everybody. Shit.
They were sentenced for filing false medical claims with the NBA players' health and benefits welfare plan. Basically, they were defrauding the NBA's healthcare plan with false claims and getting the money, and that's fraud.
That is fraud. But
did you see the video of Big Baby after the?
That was funny.
He was sitting there talking about, damn, I gotta jerk it now in what? He said the bathroom.
Classic. Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, the bathroom's in your cell, so you'll be jerking it in your cell in the whatever with somebody watching you.
Damn. That's wild. You went from because Big Baby had a decent NBA career. He had a decent NBA career. You gotta go do fast.
He was stunting a little too hard.
Ooh. Yeah, that money, boy.
And that money, how you doing it?
He did invest it.
And see, well, no. This is what it is. Okay, boom. Well, since we here now and we talk about players and money, we can do the
Hold on, because there's other shit to this. Last month, NBA guard Will Bynum was also involved in this, and he was convicted with Big Baby Davis in November, but he was only sentenced to 18 months, in part for lying to the jury while under oath. So Will Bynum was involved in this, but Davis is the one who's been sentenced.
He got the most.
Will Bynum only had to do, a year and some change? That's a year and a half.
18 months.
Yeah, that's a year and a half.
Damn.
So, yeah, as you can see, Big Baby Davis is in some shit, but on some real shit, he's going to Fed time, which basically means
it'll be light work.
Yeah, it's a light.
But nevertheless, you're still doing
time.
You doing time, yeah. I
Get
mean,
that
jail
time
is
back.
jail, but also at the same time, I don't have experience with jail, but I'm sure you can tell me county and state are much worse than federal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, we got a breaking news here.
What's that?
Mike Busenhauser, he going to be the Suns coach, 5-year contract, just signed.
Hey, he don't want that job. Well, he wanted, but they ain't doing nothing.
Wasn't he with Atlanta?
No, he was with Atlanta. Then he went to Minnesota, Milwaukee. He won a chip with Milwaukee, and then they let him go. A year ago?
Yeah, he did win the chip with Milwaukee.
They recycle these coaches all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
NBA, NFL.
Boy, these coaches are like Kardashians.
They getting paid though because look, Vogel, he's still eating off the LA
He'd never
check.
be out in the league.
Then he got the Suns check. Only been there 1 year. Let him go. So he got 2 checks that he eating off that he ain't even.
You never be out the league for real.
Yeah.
Like you always be in that circle. If you ever become a coach, you always going to be in that circle, especially
I
if
don't
you
know.
white.
Well, yeah, if you white. Now, if you
always-
Mark Jackson or somebody
Right.
like you, fuck.
He
No,
never.
he's white.
But
I
Buden
do
Hall is. I mean, he never really stood out to me as a coach. But I mean, neither did Vogel or any of these coaches.
You know, the only coach people really waiting to see is who's going to be the Lakers' next coach.
That's it.
Who else got fired? Someone. Oh, Darvin.
Darvin.
Yeah, right.
The Lakers coach.
Lakers coach.
The Lakers' last
I
coach.
just-
Now, who's going to be
right
the
as you
Lakers'
said
next
that, it hit me.
coach?
Right as I was talking, it hit me halfway.
The Hornets still have a job.
No, Hornets hired.
They hired somebody.
They hired. I don't know. He's from He's from Montgomery County.
Chris
job.
Lee he's off
Hold
the
on.
Celtics coaching staff.
You
Chris
should have gave
Lee.
a job to JJ
His
Redick.
name is Chris Lee. Off the coaching
JJ
staff.
is going about to coach the Lakers, bro.
I doubt
He
that.
doing that podcast
Hell
with LeBron,
no.
or LeBron going to be a
I
player
don't think-
coach.
I don't think Laker fans are going to
We ain't
be
going for that.
ecstatic
We're
about
not going.
JJ Redick coaching the Lakers.
As a Laker fan, we're not going for that shit.
Okay, I found it.
It's championship or bust. You
Coach
thought-
of the Hornets is Charles Lee.
Yeah, Charles. my
And he's
bad.
from Montgomery County. That's
My
why I
bad.
know
I
him.
said Chris.
About him.
Okay. But
Sorry, Chris. Charles.
see that
But he's a bruh. He's black.
I was gonna say they
He's
should have
black.
gave Mark Jackson a job.
No, he's black.
Mark
Charles.
Jackson need a job though.
You know why they're not giving Mark Jackson a job, right?
Why? Yeah, I still don't understand.
Because
He wanted to
it's-
smash Savannah.
You know, he's a pastor of a church back in California. So when it comes to his coaching duties, you know what I'm saying. And then too, they were saying that when he was the coach at Golden State, he was preaching God too much to the players, and they ain't like that. So, so probably during his interviews, they probably brought that stuff up, and he probably is not backing down on that, and that's probably what's keeping him
I'm
out
surprised
of the league.
That's what the old white guys really like. That's who own most of these teams. These old white guys get you a
These
black guy
old
preaching
hip
with
white guys, they're
Jesus.
trying to be hip.
Oh yeah, in other news, your girl got injured on the Chicago Sky.
Yes, Cardozo's
Cardozo out
for
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to
Shoulder.
6 weeks. She'll
What
be
happened
back.
to her? I'm
Shoulder.
Shoulder. She hurt her shoulder somehow. I'm assuming
Shoulder.
during the preseason game. So
It'll be all right. We'll be all right. Like she'll be all right. She'll be back healthy in no time.
You
Killing
said
them.
we. You're a Chicago
I'm
Sky
a
fan.
Chicago Sky fan. Big, real big.
Okay, there were some waves being channeled throughout the sports world between the NBA and the NFL when Austin Rivers decided to make what are deemed idiotic comments, saying he could take 30 NBA players and have them play in the NFL. And
I highly disagree.
well, I could pick 30. I could pick 30 that can go out there and play in the NFL.
30.
Based off their size and their durability.
30's a
LeBron,
lot.
he's a tight end.
Yeah,
slash
LeBron
defensive
definitely.
end.
30's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
30's a lot.
More,
And I know you're going to LeBron, and then you could go to a couple of big men and stuff like that.
I can go to some.
Maxey maybe.
They play like
Ja
they play
Morant.
like wide receiver or something like that.
I think Morant could play football.
Yeah,
But I think
it was talking about
Football-
the physicality
football
though.
is harder.
Yeah, it
than
is.
basketball.
Yeah, of course.
So the transition from basketball to football is not as easy as he.
Of course.
Big
I mean,
play.
as someone who played football, I mean, I initially started off playing basketball
Like, you
and
know what I'm
football,
saying?
and
Like,
But it's about skill.
the skill set. I mean, it's a lot of
skill
football.
too, but football anchors a lot more to me. Like you have like
It's just physical. It's it's the most physical sport on the planet.
More than
and
rugby?
It depends on
Boxing?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah,
MMA?
even boxing.
it depends on what
Even
position you're
MMA.
playing.
I'll say all that. Even though reason being is because you're talking about every snap you're using 100% of your physical strength. Now in boxing and MMA, you can finesse somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yoke them out. You know what I'm saying? Or an angle kick. But physical when you going up the
A jab isn't a fully physical.
no, you can just tap
it-
somebody in.
So like he's saying, every play in the NFL or football is you're supposed to give it
100, because if not, you will get hurt.
So yeah, 30. That's a lot. 30 NBA players. I'm
But Austin did keep it real though. He said, "Hey, he couldn't do it. He said he was out there like 30 minutes. Coach yelling at his ass. It's Florida Heat. He said, "Fuck that, I'm out."
I mean, there are a lot of NBA players who played football and just had a growth spurt,
Right, exactly.
and were forced into basketball.
True.
Kenyon Martin even said that he was a football player and then he just had a growth spurt, and people were like, "No, you got to play basketball."
But that's when you hit that biological, you hit that gene tree.
And we've seen basketball players transition to football. So it's possible. I mean,
but I do agree. You'll see 30 NBA players in the NFL before you would see 30 NFL players in the NBA.
that's fact. Because in the NBA, outside of
skills.
it's skills.
It is skill. That is skill.
The NFL is more
strength,
physical traits.
Will.
Yeah.
NFL is more will.
Yeah.
That's a will sport.
But basketball is skill. You got to put finesse. It's finesse. That's why I like basketball.
Now, granted, we're not saying, because like I said, I play football. You still have to have skill set too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have a skill set to tackle. You had to have a skill set to
throw that ball.
To throw it. You got to have a skill set to
that.
catch it. You know what I'm saying? So it is a skill set.
But you can't just be big in the NBA. You got Shaq. Shaq wasn't just big. He was big and skilled. He was quick. He was agile.
Oh, yeah. You just don't.
The big niggas in the NBA don't.
I thought Bo would be amazing, and he still ain't panned out.
I mean, he has the talent. He just doesn't have. I hear he's lazy.
Yeah. The drive.
Yeah, but you got to have finesse to make it in the NBA.
Yeah, the NBA
at every level.
And now his position is lead now.
Remember Thon Maker? Thon Mocker.
Mm-hmm.
Thon Maker. Oh, man.
Taco Flock.
Yeah, Taco. Oh, yeah, Taco Fall.
Taco Fall. Yeah,
But, yeah, I mean, your boy was beefing with Austin Rivers. James Jones. Yeah, so James Jones snapped on Austin Rivers and called him out and said, "You barely made it in the NBA. You think you can make it in the NFL?"
Well, see, this is
I wouldn't say barely,
and that was it.
I ain't gonna say barely. That's stretching because if you get in the NBA, you gotta have.
Austin was a lottery pick,
but not just that.
And that dude.
Facts.
That's where I was going. I was leaning to. Did you see him play at Duke?
Yeah, he balled out at Duke.
If you saw him play at Duke, you would know the next stop.
So that was Cap. What's the name was saying? He was hating
his stats. He was like, you only averaged 11 points.
It
per
don't
game
matter.
Like
hey,
that.
listen. The point is, you was a McDonald's All-American. You went to a prestigious college.
Accolades.
You went to a prestigious college, and you was a lottery pick. Not too many people can say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
not leading up to your NBA career.
Even Djokovic can't say that.
Exactly. And Djokovic, exactly. See what I'm saying? So my man was hating on him. But what I said last week, controversy sells. So if you say,
all that has been lately is controversy.
Right. So if you say something shocking, you know what I'm saying, which he did because he had everybody on the NFL getting at his ass. You feel what I'm saying? So, which you got to understand, he's in journalism now. So now that he's in journalism,
what like he said, what's going to make me relevant? What's going to get me talked about?
Exactly.
I'm in journalism now. My name got
he was talked about for 24 hours.
Cycle.
Yep, he damn sure was. Cycle. So it worked.
Okay, well, that covers all the sports. Well, we got beef sports topics, but those are separate from. We'll get into that later. All right, you ready, Kels, to have a seat with us?
Yeah, okay, man.
Oh, then she goes to the bathroom. Okay. I got you. I'm being sort of a dick today. Yeah. God damn. Hey, and we need some more cardboard cutouts.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't have any. I probably won't be getting them more either. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right, boom. So
I don't know if it's a good thing we can't get any
lovely
more cardboard
Kelli Jo
cutouts.
onto the set.
Kelli Jo.
We're going to go ahead and really get into the topics for tonight.
Okay, just based off the visual, can we slide just to
Y'all got to come closer to me.
No. I was just, you can see on the monitor. I just want to make sure. Right. I want to make sure your head wrap isn't blocking the logo, Erica. No.
You know what? Damn, you done. We done look.
It starts early. And the only reason I had to do it now is because you didn't show up before the show started for me to get those few jokes off air. That's kind of your fault.
Ain't nothing wrong with my hair, right? I'm feeling very, very, very
Earthy. Kelly was like, no alcohol today.
Oh, my cup.
Just, yep, green tea. It's a green tea
I got
day.
a cup over there. It's blue. And it got something in it. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm on my...
Where's it at?
Where did I take it in the bathroom? You see a blue cup? Look at there. Found it.
Okay.
I don't think that's the one. That ain't the one.
That ain't it?
No.
Oh, God.
My cup ain't right here.
You got a fantasy cup somewhere?
Yeah.
No, I had some stuff in it.
The cup of make-believe.
There's no cup right here. No blue cup right here. No, a light blue. Thank
There
you.
we go.
I know I won't.
See,
crazy.
now
I know I won't crazy.
Once you said light blue, we found it. You got to get, okay.
Look,
Yes.
damn it, look.
Hold on. We got to get into a serious story. There was some shit that actually went down in Florida. I don't feel like enough people are talking about it. That's kind of why I wanted to cover it. There was another black man fatally shot by the police in Florida. Basically, Florida deputies busted in on a U.S. airman into the wrong apartment. And it's basically killing senior airman Roger Fortson, who was only 23.
What were they there for?
Okay, so deputies were responding to a disturbance call at the Florida apartment complex, and they bursted into the wrong unit and fatally shot a black U.S. Air Force airman who was home alone when they saw he was armed with a gun. So basically,
He didn't do shit. They killed him anyway.
pretty much.
They getting ready to get paid. The family about to
Fortson
get
was
paid.
in his apartment when he heard a knock at the door. He asked who was there, but didn't get a response. A few minutes later, he heard a louder knock, but didn't see anyone when he looked through the peephole. So, yeah, so Foreman walked back through the living room to get his gun. You know, he's in
As
the...
he should.
Yeah. And after that happened, as he was walking back to his living room, deputies burst through the door, saw that Fortson was armed, and shot him 6 times.
Well, they released. They released the body footage yesterday. So the deputy came up, knocked on the door. He told who he was, and as soon as the airman opened up the door, his gun was in his right hand, but it was pointed down. As soon as the deputy seen it, he immediately opened fire on him.
Oh well, it's still. I mean, it's still mistaken identity, or like.
Well,
you
they
said,
were
you're
at the wrong unit
place.
regardless.
That's not the first time that happened. There was another situation that happened
in
before,
Texas
some shit like that
with that
happened.
white lady.
Yeah, the lady, yeah.
So
Like-
regardless, the police are in the wrong, and Dub's right. This needs to be talked about more because that's an awful situation.
So Fortson died at the hospital. The deputy involved in the shooting was placed on administrative leave pending an investigation.
Yeah, but then they're gonna say that he ain't in the wrong, blah blah blah, and get away with the shit. That's how
It end up paying the damn
family.
family member.
Yeah.
But see, this is where white voters like. Where do y'all see the silver lining in this? Because y'all gonna pay for one.
Yeah,
way or
I always
another.
say that. Whatever they do to white people, they start in the hood. And they do it to black people. And once nobody says anything, then they take the shit to the suburbs and start doing it to your kids and your people. And that's when y'all start
that's
crying
when
about
somebody
it.
wanna say something.
Exactly.
That's
so
when you want to act like something.
So yeah, eventually they're going to start kicking in white people's doors who are at the wrong unit or the wrong home, and white people are going to start
Eventually, we've covered stories where the police have tripped on white people for
that's
the
how-
wrong thing and stuff like that. Like they
Well, they
do it,
empower
but-
them by not giving a shit when
but,
things like this
you know,
happen.
Because it ain't them
But
at
this
that point in time.
This is the thing, though, and this plays into the election coming up. Donald Trump wants police to face no consequences. He wants them to have, just
He want to be able to go around just
do
shooting
whatever.
up and doing whatever the
Like,
fuck they want to.
he just wants the
and-
police to run wild and
trouble.
stuff like that. So remember that when you go out to vote, that he wants the police to have all, to be able to do whatever they want.
Is it true
Keep
he
that
on
in mind.
reckless?
Who?
No,
No.
Trump he's drunk and overpowered. We talked about this a little bit last week. He's drunk and overpowered, so he will pander to anything to get it. You know what I'm saying? So,
But in regards to the man getting shot, of course, Ben Crump,
Oh, yeah, you know
Yeah.
he coming.
he pops up.
You know he coming.
Flying.
Big Crump don't miss a chance to make some
Flying.
money.
Yeah,
Or
so
be on TV.
so you know where this is going.
I mean, but that's a bad thing, though?
When Ben Crump comes into the situation, you're going to get a check. You're not going to get justice, but you're going to get a check.
Well, in this situation, we all know we don't.
Okay, is it a bad thing? No, but give some other people a chance to,
But he's the more the man.
I
I
understand that, but
he's guaranteed.
It ain't even that. It's just nobody goes to jail when Ben Crump pops up. None of these people.
Who does go to jail though? How many cops actually did go to jail for killing somebody, innocent black person? or brown
Actually,
person?
one did in that situation with
Floyd. That was the
Fort
most.
Worth, Texas, 2019.
was it the one in
Tintia
South
Jefferson?
Carolina, where they?
It's still-
that wasn't
But
the
you
It's
point.
still,
still-
we can just call out.
It's
different
still
laws
out.
like
It's
that.
still
It's
out.
not enough.
Yeah, it's still outnumbered 3-1.
They shot that woman in
Nothing-
Fort Worth through the rear window of her home after responding to a non-emergency call reporting that her front door was open. The officer was found guilty of manslaughter in 2002 and was sentenced to nearly 12 years in prison. So a police officer did get time because it was a non-emergency call.
We can't. I guarantee you, on one hand, that's how many we gonna find like that.
And Amber Geiger was sentenced to 10 years in prison for busting in that nigga's home eating ice cream and shot him. Both them Gene. So I definitely believe a check is coming, but I don't think justice
You
is
ain't better
getting
get a check
served.
and get locked up. It's gonna be either or.
However, I do see the Democrats possibly using this as to try and win over favor with people. So it might get political in the next couple months.
Hey, it is. It's already has.
Political season's about to kick in the
It's
full
crazy.
gear.
Political
Like,
season have been
whoa.
kicked in. It's been.
Yeah, but they about to go full throttle now. Like you get ready to have. The
I mean,
conventions, get ready to pop
what
and all
party?
that.
I mean, what party can Black Americans actually hang their hat on? You really,
None.
if you fuck with the Republicans, they racist and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got racists in the Democrats as well, but on the Republicans, they just blatantly. You know what I'm saying? In the Democrats, they play nice. They play nice racists. You know what I'm saying?
Like I always say with the Republican
They
Party,
They're all of them.
I go with representation. How many black people you see in the Republican Party? How many high?
and the ones that's there, especially the high profile ones, they are complete dick suckers.
how high ranking? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Tim Scott, your boy Tim Scott. Do I need to go anymore?
Oh no, you look.
Oh,
I
okay,
already
okay.
look. I'm the one who brought it up.
Okay.
I know how the Republican Party runs.
So
and stuff
what
like
party?
that.
What party can the black Americans really? You can't go to. The only thing you
There
can
is
do.
none. We got to start our own.
That's what I was
Exactly.
going to say. We got to start our own party.
Okay, so we can't even. We can't.
You're
Solidarity,
right.
people.
You're right.
Solidarity.
You're
So
right. I'm just telling you what party we can run to. We can start our own, which ain't gonna happen.
No,
so
this ain't gonna happen.
Then we're stuck with the.
So only thing the status quo. The only thing you can do is the best case scenario, depending on your status and money wise, you can form a powerful coalition to where you can get certain individuals through. If you are organizations like doing grassroots work, you can sway people to certain candidates through that way. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to that damn money. It's obvious with the 2008 elections when the Supreme Court made it legal to mirror. You can blindly put money into this. It is the higher the stakes, the more money is going to cost.
Of course, the American way.
Yes.
But at your local level, though, the voting is very big.
Capitalism at its greatest. Yes.
Hey, speaking of politics, did you get any of the details of what Stormy Daniels reported
Boy. Like,
in her testimony?
Donald Trump.
I've heard so much.
That was some wild shit.
Yeah.
What? No condoms.
No
spanking them on the
Ass, he was in his
with-
boxers. He blocked her from trying to leave, but she didn't
how
feel
about the fact that he said something about she looked like his daughter?
Yeah.
Like creepy.
That's very creepy. I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
You know, he always kissed his
And
kids and
this
shit
is-
in the mouth. And
Oh, Ivanka, he love Ivanka, boy.
Yeah.
Didn't she leave him?
This is the man
Did
they
she
want to
leave
put
him?
in the president.
That's his daughter.
Again.
Oh, Ivanka. So who was the wife?
What's the name?
No, wait.
What's Ivanka's the wife, right?
No, Ivanka is
It's the daughter.
daughter.
Ivanka's
Okay,
the
so who's the
daughter.
wife?
It's,
What's her name?
oh my God.
Melania?
Melania. That's his
Okay,
current
okay,
wife.
okay.
But that's not her mother.
Yeah,
Right,
Ivanka's
I
his
know
daughter.
that. Okay, so I'm like, shit. He been
Oh, yeah,
lying.
he loves
That's how
Ivanka
much
to
I
death.
pay
Yeah.
attention to his ass.
Yeah, it's
But this is the guy they want to put back in office again. Like, we didn't have enough the first.
Trump
Let's
was
try
in there
again.
playing shimmy, shimmy, yeah. Like, ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ha.
And then they got on Clinton about getting his dick sucked.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that was in the Oval Office,
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
was in the
yeah.
penthouse.
That's a fantasy.
But
Let me go.
Both are fantasies.
White House. Let me-
but
She got fucked in the penthouse.
I
now.
mean, you
I'd be
can't.
mad
You
that I
can't.
paid
You
all
can't.
this money and
But
all
when
my
you
business fell out
empower,
there.
when you empower,
You ain't
you
supposed
can't.
to
You
get your
can't.
dick sucked.
You're
You
not
ain't
supposed to
supposed
be
to
doing
have
that.
sex. You're not supposed
No,
to do
no, not saying you ain't supposed to have
I know,
sex.
but I'm just saying, like,
But she was
everybody's human. He's grown. Like,
well, in that case, she's an intern, so
aren't-
you know what I'm
but
saying. There's,
Yeah.
you can't.
She was an intern.
But-
Monica.
and the other was a prostitute, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
pretty
shit,
much.
he paid for pussy and he got what he got.
what they're
And-
saying,
and-
what they're saying is Trump used campaign funds.
Funds.
Isn't it?
That's what the
that's
issue
what
is.
it's about.
Trump money.
That's
Okay,
the
you're
whole
right. You're
thing
right.
I
Okay,
think
He
Yeah.
paid her
okay.
campaign
Hey,
funds
If
for
he
his
paid
hush
this
money.
Trump money, he
That's
did
what
fine.
this
If
case
he
is
paid
about.
Trump
If he
money,
paid his own
we
money,
good.
the whole okay.
Right, he used
But the
campaign
money
money.
we use it for the campaign.
The
we
people
use that
was
money,
pay,
supposedly.
right.
And that's how much money he had for that campaign. He could just throw it away on Stormy.
Well, if you really
You
look
see what I'm
at,
saying? Like, think
He's-
about that
look,
shit.
if you really
Trump
look,
brings in money.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, I
he
know
rakes
that.
in money hand over fist.
imagine how many white folks bought them gold sneakers he done put.
Oh,
on.
Or
yeah.
the Bible.
Ugly. Oh, some of us done got them too.
The Bible.
Yeah,
that
of
he
course.
put
I'm just
out.
saying, but imagine you if you see it.
Joe bought a pair.
Exactly.
I'm a sneakerhead.
sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Goof.
Yeah, goofy shit.
Goofy.
Yeah, he took it off one of the niggas from the gym.
Goof.
Yeah, the 70 motherfuckers he
Yeah,
robbed.
the 70.
Rob that helped him take
I made them
this
all
stuff out.
standing single
Yeah,
file.
Yeah,
I had to get
you
him, I
got
had to
you
get
got one gun. You got 70.
He didn't have a
niggas.
gun. He
Oh,
said no
wow.
gun.
Oh,
And they,
wow.
and they
That
helped
makes-
carry the stuff.
Stuff to the car.
to
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like-
Okay. All right, let's move on. So there was a big brouhaha about the teacher getting their hair unbraided by the children,
Yeah.
and I still don't understand the
I have a
inappropriateness of
problem.
it.
I
I have a problem with
I
that.
have a problem with that.
Why?
I have a problem with
I
that
have a
because
problem.
number
because
one,
you're at school.
yeah, you
Like
at
you're
school.
at school. That's my problem with it. There's a time and a place for everything.
Right.
But
You're at school. When
where?
else would when would you be around my child as an adult?
My daughter
My
should not
child
be taking.
as
Okay.
an adult. You're at
He
school.
ain't thinking about it like that though.
This
he's
is
more
not.
or less him.
There's
But question,
cosmetology school.
When did they unbraid the hair? Was it like during class?
It was
was
during-
it after
it was like
school?
they
It was
had-
like a little break time.
Yeah,
You know,
they
you
had
have break
finished.
time,
I
You know, little stuff
don't
like that.
care.
They
This
fit-
is
they had
not
finished early.
cosmetology school. This is real school, and you're a grown man. Where else would you have this opportunity to do that? Nah, bro. I have a problem with it. Me personally.
I mean, I have a problem with it because, again, I don't. I have a problem with my daughter taking out another man's hair. You know what I'm saying? If she was going to school for that was cosmetology and that was part of her course, fine. But y'all in school. If you got that much time, hell, y'all look at a movie or, you know what I'm saying, take, something different. Y'all, you can do something different. But painting your fingernails.
Yeah, he
and-
said he let the kids paint their
Nah,
fingernails.
even though, again, it's not. I'm not over sexualizing it. I'm just saying it's a time and place for
it's
everything.
a time and a place, and I think that's
don't think
wrong.
it was nothing, like you said, sexual or
Yeah,
Nah,
I did.
I'm
anything
not
like
even
that.
doing the
So,
sexual
but you know
thing.
that's the first thing you're gonna think.
But
You know-
that's
you
the
know-
society we live in now.
Right.
So
but I feel like me personally as being, mama, you know what I'm saying? I have a problem with it, but then again I don't. So I'm kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
On the fence.
Yeah, because I see
was
him
you,
as
and then
trying
I-
to get to know, you know what I'm saying? Get his students to trust him.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He said they talk to him about everything. There's nothing. So if they depressed, they can come to him. There's something, it's an outlet for them. You see what I'm saying? He's creating an outlet. I don't think he meant it in any kind of way. But
I'm
at
not-
the
and
same
I'm-
time,
and I'm not-
if that's my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Because it was all girls. Girls do hair, though boys don't. You know what I'm saying? I still.
What the boys doing at the same time while you
I sit down playing games on their phone watching the shit happen.
Yeah. I'm not saying he meant it in any type of
Yeah,
way.
I
I'm just
mean-
saying it's just wrong time.
But you know, some people
wrong
will turn
place.
that
That was
around
All
and
right.
make it something that is
Well,
not.
question: would you feel different if the teacher was a woman and it was girls?
same thing. She can't neither or. No, neither sex should be doing that during class.
Like, I can see the
Time and
girls
place.
brushing a woman's hair during a break. See, me as being a girl.
But
Yeah,
see,
it was during a break.
Yeah, but that was like they didn't have nothing else to do with the end of class.
Correct.
That was like for end of class shit. They
Correct.
didn't have no work to do.
It was done. It was done.
So
for
they
the
were
day.
just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
it
you-
wasn't.
But you heard the outcome.
the
of this
point
story,
is-
though.
There's always gonna be an outcome like
Yeah,
that. With
but
a
see,
situation
no.
like
This is the age. This what happened of the age
You heard
of
what
the
happened to the
internet,
teacher.
social media.
Well, he hasn't been officially fired.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard.
I heard he was.
Maybe he was. I read an article that said he hasn't been fired yet.
Mm.
That line, no. You can't cross that line. And
It's not this. I mean, y'all as men have, you know, you got a daughter, so you'd be pissed off if that, you know what I'm saying, was to happen that way. You probably flipped your script, you know. Like I said, I'm a female.
Number
so
one,
I
if you ain't asked my permission, I have an issue with it. As a parent, you should come talk to me first. Mr. McNeil,
I don't even think it was a situation like that. Like,
I mean,
you know, let me
again-
call your parents and ask if you can take my braids out.
But
I
see,
think it was more or less, you know, they talked
was
in
some
and
last
bonded.
minute
the
shit.
problem
You know,
is
and
when he gave his reason behind it.
unfortunately-
When he gave his reason behind it, like, well, he ain't had time, this and the third. Now it's like you're making an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Where again, this what happened with social media. You put everything on social media.
Unfortunately, in our society, this is where we're at, and even if he didn't mean anything,
There has to be a check and balance.
It's unfortunately that's where we're at right now in our society, and we have to. Do I think he deserved to be fired if he
Hell
got
no,
fired? I
no.
don't think he
No, I
deserved
don't
to be
deserve
fired,
to be
yo. I
fired,
think
no.
we just like, look, we ain't doing that again.
Yeah, you can't do that. Right, that's
we
it.
ain't doing that
Yeah,
again.
you just can't
And
tell him.
that's
Just have a
that.
little
Like,
talk
you
with
know, we
It's
won't be
trial and
doing
error,
that.
like-
Yeah. So I don't think if he got fired, no, he doesn't deserve to be fired. A young black man actually wanting to teach and stuff like that.
And the students love him.
So
and
again,
they trust him.
so that's
they
why.
tell him stuff
So
that they won't
that's
tell, you know.
so that's why I said if you had a conversation with the parents, if the parents knew about it, right? Everybody else's opinion doesn't. Everybody else's opinion stays where it's at. Is an opinion. But if you didn't have that basic communication with the parents, because you do have a parent-teacher conference.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a planned
I'm
situation.
I'm not saying. I'm not
You know,
saying.
I
I'm kind
think
of with
it's-
her on that point.
I don't
Like
think
maybe
it was like they planned it.
It happened.
It just
Like,
happened.
It just happened.
Well,
so now
no,
it happened,
I
and
think
now
it's
we
done
won't
most-
do that
it was-
again.
Right, you
Yeah.
know, I don't really think
It
that
happened,
he
we
probably was
won't
like, you
do it
need your
again.
hair done. Watch y'all do it then. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see that kind of playfulness.
Transplaying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's
Playing out
still
like
you
that.
still have to have that check and balance because there has been plenty of times that check and balance wasn't there, and what happened? Somebody got abused, somebody got
That's
kidnapped.
what the thing
You
is.
feel
See,
what I'm
we
saying?
go to-
So
we-
you can't. You
You
got.
always think the
You
worst.
go to grooming.
You have to because
to grooming.
all it takes is one time. That's
Grooming.
all it takes.
Yeah, I don't think that that situation. I mean, I understand. Like that situation, I kind of feel like it was a spur of the moment kind of
Yeah.
situation, and
If
he
it's
didn't mean
one
nothing
time-
by it, but he won't groom it. He won't trying
If-
to groom.
if
They were
it-
trying to
if-
groom him.
if
They were
this-
trying to get his hair right. You see what I'm saying? For the situation, I don't think that it was.
Like,
you know,
like
it
I
was.
said,
It just happened.
He shouldn't have got fired.
And he
if
didn't
he
think
got
nothing was
fired.
wrong
I
with it.
think,
He recorded it. You know.
Yeah.
I think this is like an incident where you like, boom, we ain't doing this no more. Let's not do this no more, and we just move on because we can't afford to be losing good teachers.
Right.
That at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
So that's where
We can't afford to lose good teachers, so we just, like you say, we correct it and we move on, and we just don't have this problem again.
But somebody else school will look at that and hire him.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Again,
Because they can see the same thing. That was pretty much a innocent, you know what I'm saying,
Again-
situation.
again-
You know, it wasn't meant for any. They got teachers out here now with sexual intentions, doing
Oh,
stuff
of
with
course.
kids
You're
out
right.
here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what
You're
I'm saying?
right.
Y'all ain't
So
paying
that-
this with
so
no
now,
attention.
this
You
where
wait
it
for
goes-
this one
so-
to get his hair
But
unbraided.
see, this where it goes back to
We have
communication.
to go on everything
See?
by a
That's
case
crazy.
You gotta
by
go-
case basis now. Everything
crazy.
that comes to us, we have to look at and judge it on what's going on. Is it what this in this incident? It isn't, or I don't think it is. But we have to look at every incident and judge it to see. Well, they might have been grooming them and stuff like that. Unfortunately, society has made us like that. Bad thing.
That's why you gotta look deeper into situations.
I'm glad y'all covered that because I had no idea what the issue was when I originally saw it.
Well, look
But
like
now
that-
you see what
I guess,
I mean,
yeah.
like it's just time and place.
Yeah.
There's a time and place
But
for everything.
it wasn't even like, that's what I keep
I
saying.
wouldn't
Like,
even-
it wasn't even a time and place situation.
Right.
Because it's something that just happened. It won't like that. Y'all gonna do my hair next Wednesday. It,
Oh,
won't,
Lord.
it won't like that. It was
You
more
sound
like
like Ben Vereen when he was playing Will Smith's father in Fresh.
y'all gonna do my hair
It
next
just happened.
It just happened. You know, like it wasn't like a planned situation. So that the time to sit there, it was no time to think about it.
But see,
what I'm saying?
this
Like,
is
there
what
was-
but this what happened when you put things on social media. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get different sides, different views.
what I
so
call it,
as the
court
person,
of public opinion. You
Yeah.
put it in the court.
That's
you
right.
put it in the court,
That's
and
what
now
happened.
you get
so
ready to
now
give a ruling.
this is where I say if you're gonna be of this social media age, because this is what they are, they're in a social media age, you got to understand there's a responsibility behind that. Because even though you may have good intentions, if you just simply had that conversations with the parents and the parents came out and said, hey, we knew about this and it's okay, then the public opinion
and we're
has
dealing-
no sway.
And we're dealing with age. We're dealing with age. We're dealing with a little girl and a
He's
grown
21.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
So we did that. Okay.
Look at that already, a 21-year-old school teacher. That means he did good in life.
Huh?
Yeah,
You
that's
know
the
what I'm saying?
average.
Like,
A 22-year-old school teacher.
That's the average. That's the
21.
average. That's the average school teacher.
Unfortunately, he had to learn this way that this isn't. We're not going to do this anymore.
Somebody gonna pick him up. He gonna make
Yeah,
more money than
no,
what he was making
no
before.
doubt.
Yeah, he'll get
know what
to
I'm
a
saying?
private school.
Like,
Yes. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it moving.
this dude right here.
What?
Look, you had to zoom in on the look, boy. The look was.
I don't be
priceless,
knowing, man.
boy.
I'll be sitting here focused on what's the next stop. Okay, we're gonna take it down south as two niggas apparently pulled off the nigga version of Ocean
The
Heist.
heist of the century.
In Las Vegas, they have casinos, but in Atlanta, niggas go for strip clubs. So two niggas decided to play Ocean's 11 with the Onyx strip club down in Atlanta. Atlanta police are investigating a burglary at the strip club where two thieves stole $250,000, $250,000 after cutting a hole in the roof of the building.
Damn.
So this happened at 4:15 a.m. Monday.
Inside job.
And they were open.
Yeah, it had to be an inside
At
job.
10
It
p.m.
gotta
that
be
night.
an inside job. Like you open that time. Somebody is like, nah, man.
That was, I feel like it
At
was-
4:15 a.m.
You got either that they worked in there before to where they knew exactly precisely
4:15 a.m. That's when the
When this club
really
is jumping.
Like,
Exactly.
it's really out of
Somebody saw your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Really going
definitely
off.
screams inside job.
Yeah, because
so.
Atlanta don't have that many tall buildings, does it?
Yeah.
I've never been in
Oh
Atlanta.
yeah, Atlanta's got a.
Well,
You
they
never
got
been
some
to
sky
Atlanta?
rise. Yeah,
I've been in and around. I've never been to.
the actual city.
Yeah.
You just go to Stone Mountain and shit.
You
Yeah.
who go everywhere have never been
you
to.
know, don't.
That is
Look,
Yeah, that's a
crazy.
little weird.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I know.
That is an experience.
Atlanta's. Yeah, it is a complete experience.
I got
Atlanta,
you.
food.
You got to do the touristy
Culture,
shit. You
yeah,
got to
like-
go to like the World of Coke.
We gotta do.
It's a world of what?
The World of Coke. That's
what-
in the
that's what-
Bluff.
that's what K-Dot
Now the
was talking
Coca-Cola
about.
Museum
K-Dot was
is in
talking about
downtown
that.
Atlanta.
We need to plan a field trip then down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
One weekend.
Yeah.
Go,
So
go down there and hang out.
yeah, because Magic City ain't been hit yet. We
I
can
mean,
cut a hold of-
Atlanta's so much more than strip clubs and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. The food, the culture.
Well, I've always heard
everything
about the
is just
traffic
dope.
was like.
The traffic is a bitch.
horrible. Traffic
Right.
is horrible.
Hey, I'm at the point in life where I've been to Atlanta so many times. I just prefer to be in the suburbs. Like I'll go visit Delphin, Clayton County.
where you don't have to be stuck up in traffic.
Exactly.
More than you're hanging out with
You
your
just got to
people,
deal with
like,
them racist ass deputies. But,
Atlanta wild.
Pick your poison.
Yeah,
be out
but
in
it's
the
also was
suburbs,
like
racist deputies, or
Or
be in the
hot
city, and it's fucking.
I
Bumper
mean,
to
Atlanta's
bumper
cool,
traffic.
but
Atlanta's
yeah, you
cool.
should have been in the early 2000s, late 90s. That was when Atlanta was Atlanta. Now it's just like Southern New York.
Atlanta. Now it's just every nigga who said they were moving to Atlanta has finally made it.
Made it to it.
They finally made it to Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
People go to Atlanta to follow their dreams like people used to
Go to Hollywood. Yeah, that's all the whores
black
in
people
the
go.
southeast fucked all the niggas in their hometown that want to get wifed. Go to Atlanta. They run from their problems and they go down to
Atlanta's that
Atlanta.
city.
Atlanta's like the nigga version of Oz.
And then there's Miami.
Yeah, Emerald City and shit.
Every black person you know wants to go to Atlanta.
Or-
Like, I
or-
got to go to Atlanta at
Nah,
least
niggas who
one time.
don't know better or ain't got no entertainment aspirations or strippers, now they want to,
Got
I've
to
been
go to
Atlanta all the
Atlanta one
time.
time.
Like I said before, I lived in Leeds, Alabama, and that's like 20 minutes from Atlanta.
Oh.
You know, it's really not far at all. Like where you cross the line and the time change.
Mm-hmm.
And Pale City was right there, and then it was I used to have a ball there. It was just-
Okay. So there were two thieves wearing white ski mask and gloves that they used power tools to cut in.
So then it looked like Belly.
Yeah.
So that looked like the beginning of Belly.
They were breaking into the safes that stored 250,000. So of course it's an inside job if they know where the safes
Safe
and
is,
everything.
Yeah, how to get in the safe.
They spent 2 hours inside the business before surveillance cameras recorded them leaving at 6 a.m. So
They done robbed and party.
And through some of the money they done robbed.
Oh, stop.
but my thing is this: it
That'd
says
be wicked as
recorded
hell.
them leaving. Did they have a getaway car of some sort? Because it said they saw them outside walking or running.
After 2
Hold
hours,
on.
they need to
Hold
run
on.
down shit.
Hold on. You said suspects, right?
Suspects. It
So
was
these
two.
people
It was two
haven't.
people.
So what you're saying is these people have not been caught.
They have not been caught. No.
So how are you telling me you saw them outside after the club and you don't
Well, you
know
know,
who
so
they
Wait,
are?
they had masks on.
Oh, well.
Okay, let me get this right.
Yes.
So the club is going on. You know, they down there.
Booty popping.
Somebody come up through the roof and steal the money, right?
Yeah.
So what the hell did they do for 2 hours?
Just chill.
I
So
mean,
nobody went back
I'm
there.
sure you need that time to break into
to
the
break
safe.
in the safe.
Okay, but
and-
nobody went back there in 2 hours.
A quarter of
It's
a
an
million,
inside
$250,000.
job.
That's why I said
That's a
gotta
lot
be
of money to
inside
be
job.
put in bags.
Right.
That's
Bag
too big
up.
ass. That's two big bags. Two big duffel bags.
Yeah.
Nike bags.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to carry out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely
That's how you
an
know.
inside.
How you walk out of the
Like
building?
That's just
actual
too
cash?
much.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
my
walk.
God.
How you walk out of the? They knew the layout. How to walk out of that joint to where when they once the camera did catch them, they
were
already
already leaving.
gone. Yeah,
Even in hundreds, 250,000 is still.
that's a lot.
It's
Yeah,
lot of
that's a
money.
lot
That's a
of
lot.
money.
That's a lot of
A lot of
money
cash.
put in the
That's
bag.
heavy
That's
money.
gonna take you about a good 10 minutes to stuff that in the bags, and it's probably longer than I don't know. I never,
I don't know for sure.
But heavy.
That's a lot, though.
That's a heavy bag.
That's a heavy bag. That's 2 duffel bags minimum.
God damn. So yeah, they haven't caught the thieves. There are 2 niggas out here with power tools and $250,000.
You know they gonna blow that shit.
Yeah, they went back to
Or
the club the
somebody
next
gonna
day and
tell
spent
them.
that shit.
They gonna-
somebody know
This
and
is
can't
some
hold
shit
the
they live.
information.
Right.
Man, this
If
how
they were
this gonna
smart,
play
they'll
out.
wash it in the streets. But motherfuckers
If they
ain't.
smart, they go.
Right? Go
I'm
where?
Go where?
A lot of them ain't probably never been out of their own damn
Right,
county.
but
Yeah, the niggas about to buy them some night. Whoever got the
They going back to the hood with
or
it.
they don't,
They gonna get them. What's the car?
you
they
know,
like to get?
you
They
know,
always
you
talk about
cannot,
the
you
Hellcat.
cannot have any secrets in the hood.
Hell no.
You know that.
As
soon as you-
broke yesterday, he done came up here with a
That shit-
Hellcat today.
As soon as everybody in the hood done heard about it.
Look, there's a nigga. I smell 250,000
Yeah.
in
Right.
the neighborhood. It's like,
got it.
there
We
no
think,
way.
Can't do nothing. That's
They
what
gonna have the
that's
first
what the
new car in the
police go
neighborhood
get that
and everything.
info. They ain't doing no work. They go in the hood because they know it's already out there. The hood done already done know who done shot.
Yeah,
them.
everybody knows.
Like,
That's one thing
yeah.
I learned about living in Durham. Like, you be watching the news and they be like, cops don't know who the suspect, and everybody in the fucking neighborhood
Knows who the
knows
suspect is.
I never dealt with that growing up.
I mean, Durham was so big. You know,
Yeah.
just like last week, what they had 2 quadruple shootings.
Oh, I didn't know
in
that.
the same week.
In the same
Yeah.
week. Yep.
I haven't.
They'll be playing out there, but they be
Durham
busting.
might as well be like
They
an
be-
international city because I don't visit that motherfucker.
Yeah, they got two people done been charged with 2 quadruple shootings.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, they playing. They ain't playing.
Damn,
out
they
there.
off the ante.
They ain't even summertime yet.
Yeah.
Durham,
They ain't even hot yet.
But look, the crazy part about it is though, it's in. You know exactly where is it at. It's in. You know the exact areas
where all this stuff taking
where
place
everything
at.
pop off at.
Yeah.
You know
If
where
you've
it's
been to
at.
Durham, you know
Yeah,
exactly
you know where
all this
it's
stuff
gonna pop
takes
off
place
at. So
You know exactly where.
and if you over
and they
there,
still got projects, so you know that you
Yep.
know what's going down.
And the
So
projects.
so they know exactly what
Oh,
time it
yeah.
is, bro.
first place I was warned about was when I came to North Carolina was do not go to the MAC. Don't go to the MAC.
Oh man,
Yo.
Don't go to the
I
MAC.
ain't have a choice because when I was at Chidley, it was right across the street.
Yeah, I remember,
you ain't
yeah.
gotta go to the Mac. Come
The
to
MAC
you.
come to the MAC
Let a man come to
you.
you.
Shout out to my homies in the back.
The MAC.
Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. We do have an update on a story from last week that we covered, which was Brian McKnight calling his children sins. Since then, the internet has been giving major feedback. And
I gave mine too.
yeah, and Ricky Smiley decided to chime in and
Just shut up.
yeah. So he wanted to reach out to Brian McKnight's kids, the grown ones. And
Say that last line again.
he wanted to reach out to the grown kids, the
Grown
ones that he
kids.
said that were born in evil or out of evil. Ricky just basically said he wanted to give Brian McKnight's children their support. And, a lot of the remarks McKnight said feel like abandonment. So, Ricky Smiley reached out to his children just on some keep your head up shit, which, of course, was followed by Tyrese. Tyrese decided to say an Instagram post talking to Ricky Smiley, basically saying, you should stay out of this shit, Ricky. You don't know what's been going on with the adults who are 30 years old. You don't know the dynamic that's been going on between
Which
the
I
kids.
totally agree with
the
his
man.
take on it.
Mind your business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
just stay out of it.
yeah,
You
to
want nobody come in your business and tell your
Right.
kids
mm-hmm.
after your
Well,
kids
Daryl.
disrespect you. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, but after that, of course, Brian McKnight's kids decided to go after Tyrese because Tyrese told Ricky Smiley to stay out of it. So, with that being said, Nico, one of Brian McKnight's kids, decided to verbally go on a tirade against Tyrese for just giving that advice to Ricky Smiley. Nico said, Tyrese used to sleep under our pool table when I was a kid, said Nico. I have no idea why he decided to bring that up in his rant, but I thought that was kind of funny.
Probably caught him while they was drunk. You know what I'm saying? They was partying. So, yeah, okay. Continue.
Okay, so basically Nico, just to sum it up, he was just like, Tyrese, you should stay out of this. What's going on is, basically they were just like, go home, Roger.
Everybody need to mind their business.
Yeah, everybody need to mind.
Which
Tyrese need to mind his business because Brian McKnight won't mind his.
Yeah.
Everybody just need to mind their business.
I mean, me personally, as the story keeps unfolding, I mean, it sounds like Brian McKnight basically said,
Should have never opened his fucking mouth.
Well,
Let's start
no,
there.
no.
No. Let me say this real quick. They always say it's best to be looked at as a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. If he would have never said this and just shut up and just started, he wouldn't be having to do backup singing and tours now.
Yeah.
Because he can't sell any shows. Nobody going for this
Oh,
foolishness.
Brian McKnight shows.
Brian
It's a
McKnight
wrap.
should have never opened his mouth. If he thought it, he should have just kept it in the back of his head instead of saying
I
anything.
wish I could say something to them kids, but I'm going to shut
Look,
up.
I'm going to shut the fuck up. But
Yeah.
Ain't none of my business.
he opened his mouth Brian McKnight opened his mouth and was like, "They're of sin."
Yeah.
Hey, guy, we're not buying no more tickets to see you
I'm
sing.
pretty sure you were of sin also.
Yeah, I honestly believe what it is Brian McKnight is petty as fuck, and his children are petty as fuck because they
I
were
thought he
raised by a
was-
father that was petty as fuck. So everybody's
ain't-
everybody's being petty right now. That's why he
Right.
went on live first to even say that shit, which was some stupid shit for him to say. It's not that I disagree because I don't know what went on.
Well, yeah, I don't know
Kids
the
can
shit.
do some shit that'll make you say
Exactly.
fuck
I
them.
I'm about to say they could. We don't know. They
I
could
don't know
probably be
the
some
situation,
disrespectful
but-
motherfuckers.
And you threw it out in the court of public
Of
opinion.
course, you're right.
And
should have
the
kept it
court
to himself.
Came back with their ruling, and
I
we
don't
didn't
know.
like it.
Well, I mean, like I said, as is still unfolding. Because at first, when I first heard it, I was like, "Damn, dude, that's wild as hell." You know what I'm saying? But then, as I'm still listening to him, like, I kind of side with him because if you got listen, I'm sure he wasn't. I don't know. I'm not in this man's house, but I can identify with some of the things being said. Like if you divorce your wife, you moving on. Your wife is turning your kids against you, and your kids is being disrespectful. And as a father, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna be disrespectful with me. So he probably lashed out. So that's where
understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this: you make music for women.
Yeah.
that's correct.
You made a statement that, whether we agree or not, a lot of women are going to disagree. The way it comes off makes you sound like a deadbeat, even if you didn't mean it like
But
that.
we know he's not though.
Even
I
if you
wouldn't
didn't
feel
mean
like
it
that.
like that. It
Born
came
out of
off-
sin means born out of sin.
It
Like,
came off
And
as you,
they were like,
as
were
you-
they married when they had sex and had the babies?
but it just comes
Okay,
off
well,
as
well,
being,
the two are with his
it
ex-wife.
comes off being
Okay,
mean.
well, were they married when the babies were born?
Then they're not out of sin. That's what I asked last
He
week.
wasn't talking about his two sons. He was talking about his daughter who was born out of sin because he made her with. Remember, we covered this last week.
But nevertheless,
Two of the kids are made
you
with
shouldn't have
women.
said nothing. You shouldn't have
Yeah.
said nothing. Because that's how you offend people.
Exactly.
Your
And
fan base.
and you know what
offended
added
his
the
fan.
extra sugar on the shit was the fact that he's married to a non-black woman. I don't think they would have gone in as hard if he was married to a black woman, but he had baby.
I don't know. I just know you offended your fan base.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy any tickets. So now you're going to be singing backup for somebody this summer.
I think it'll blow over. It'll blow over.
I don't know.
It'll eventually blow over.
it will.
You know why? Because the kids are assholes too.
Right. 'Cause
Like
that-
everybody's an asshole in this situation. There's no good guys in this story.
As people as the kids keep coming out talking and everything.
Yeah, they're gonna. The
it's
public's
it's
gonna turn on
It's
them.
gonna turn on them because be like, oh, I can see why.
Yeah,
You
so
a disrespectful ass motherfucker. I say that
exactly.
shit too.
So yeah, this is one of those situations where everybody looks bad, nobody looks good in this situation.
And at the end of the day, it will blow over.
And at the end of the day, no matter what happened, I know everybody's at fault for something. And all these, I know Brian McKnight fucked up and did something,
Oh, yeah. Like you said,
Yeah.
everybody's a culprit in this
but I also
situation.
know the kids fucked up and
But
did
Brian
something
McKnight
too.
started this whole
Yeah.
thing. And now
He
we're
started
here.
it. He forgot what a hardcore artist is.
He started it, and now we're here. Just sometimes you got to keep your comments to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. The fact he let the world into his
Sometimes
family.
you gotta shut the
You got to
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
And what really fucked up, the kids went public first, and then Brian felt he had to respond back, and that's when the petty war started.
You're the one with the name.
Yeah.
Kids aren't really the one with the name. So
Yeah,
you-
and that's another thing. They're not going to remember the kids. They're going to remember Brian McKnight.
That's right.
The kids ain't dropped no one last cry.
They ain't dropped no baby song.
Yeah,
Like,
no
so,
anytime.
you're the name. Like,
Yeah.
So you're going to be the one judged the most.
Yeah,
hard.
by this
Partially
time next
correct.
year, all that shit will be water under the bridge, and Brian
I'll
will.
give it a few
As long as he don't do this shit again,
Right.
you
Shut
know.
the fuck
As long
up
as
is what
he
you're
don't,
saying.
the kids
As long
can
as
do
he just shut
whatever.
the fuck
Yeah,
up. He
just Brian, shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up.
Insane.
The kids were like,
Shut the fuck up and sing.
the kids were like, "Do I ever cross your mind
Get your money
anytime?"
and keep living good.
Yeah. Okay, so from one shitty father to the next. Gary Owens was on Club Shay Shay, and he was basically talking about the divorce from his ex-wife and the fact that he hasn't seen his two oldest children in 3.5 years. And he was giving a lot of details on it. And, going from Brian McKnight to Gary Owens' story, assuming he's telling the truth, because we only heard one side of the story. There's a lot of fucked up, ungrateful kids in this world.
Of course.
Yeah, look at
But
these
the key common thing where it's a lot of fucked up kids is who has control of them kids.
Who play?
Well, nobody. Everybody's an adult.
Who put it in the?
Who put it in their head?
Put it in the kids.
It's the women. The women are turning these
in the
kids.
It's the women. Kids
Look,
turning
I
kids
didn't
against them.
say. I just said
The
somebody
wife,
had to put it
not
in.
women in general.
in
The
the-
ex-wife.
That's where,
And these-
that's where
yeah.
kids get.
I'm
these-
sorry.
That's where
They
kids
need
get
that.
it from. Somebody has to put it in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't say who. I just said somebody had
Somebody.
to. Look at me like
Well, in
that.
this, look,
That's
now,
scary.
We didn't mean women as a whole.
That's again, Lil's
Scare
adult
you?
again.
Somebody, not like pointing fingers, but somebody has to put it in their head. And what he's saying, like, it is like some kids who don't truly understand, like, you were blessed.
Right.
You were blessed, and now the person who gave you this blessing, you're turning your back on.
Regardless how me and your mother's relationship had ended, I'm still your father at the end of the
At
day,
the
and
end
that,
of the
respect
day, there has to be
matters.
some
But see, that's the
respect.
problem. Is the problem that we're not identifying is
Yes.
when it's weaponizing the kids in relationship. If the relationship it ended, the kids is being weaponized to turn against one or the other, which it should never play a part.
like-
Period.
You know, well, in the case of Gary Owens, I know you heard the first part. So his wife, after they filed for divorce, his wife demanded $44,000 a month from him, which he said was $500 pre-tax, $900 or $900K after taxes. And mind you, the kids were grown, so this is just 100%
Gary
alcohol.
Owens,
They grown.
Gary
So he
Owens doesn't have the career that.
Yeah, he said he doesn't have it like that.
He ain't that type of.
He ain't
He ain't
like
got
that
it like
no more.
that.
And that's why
I
I
don't
was.
think ever.
That's
To be
what I
able
was
to pay-
alluding to earlier.
look,
Like
but-
these
I like
athletes,
Gary Owens, you know,
celebrities,
but I don't like it.
they sometimes forget, like, you're not going to live like this forever. You get caught up in these 10, 15 years that you got this big money, done blew a lot of this money when you should have been living like the average person.
Well, we don't know.
I mean, you
We
got
don't know
family,
Gary
you got
Owens'
family, you got
finance.
kids, you know what I'm saying? So he probably was living like the average person.
Obviously, because his daughter, he paid.
Yeah, I was going to tell that story.
paid-
That
he paid-
story had
if
me
you-
heated.
Right, he
If
paid
he
for her
wasn't living
college.
like the average person, if his wife actually asked
Asked
him for
for
$44,000
She was pushing
a
the limit.
month,
Well, you know, some of
that's
them
not average person
No,
living.
you got people that do outlandish shit just to try to break you. It's
Yeah.
a form of
What she was going to do was negotiate it down,
Of
probably.
course, because she know she wasn't gonna get no 44,000.
She knew she
he
wasn't
probably
gonna
he
get
got
it.
that in his account right now.
Look.
And you trying to get, you know what I'm saying?
Her
Like,
lawyer looked at her like, what?
Like,
yeah,
bitch.
like,
What the fuck is going
what
on?
is I settle for 3?
my cut.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you went from 44 to 3, bitch.
Yeah, so.
You know? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, so Gary Owen went on to continue talking about how his daughter and his kids have just been very disrespectful to him. He was telling the story of how he went to Greensboro. Hey, do you know if his daughter went to A&T or UNCG? Do you know? Because he said
Because both schools are in the borough.
we know it's just one of those two. She didn't go to Guilford County.
No.
I'm just being honest. There's only 2 schools she could have graduated from.
Yeah, I think it was, I'm not sure.
So
Probably
yeah,
A&T.
I was gonna say A&T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he popped up there, she basically
GTCC.
he said he
Yeah.
knocked on the door. He knocked on the door. She wouldn't even open the door.
Yeah, well, anyway, so he was telling the story of how he paid for his daughter's college, and he went up to visit her one time and knocked on the door, I guess to her dorm room or apartment, and she did not answer the door and actually called her mom and had her mom call his manager to ask him why he was knocking on her door.
Right.
She literally had to travel through 3 people just to get back
And
to
she
him.
just could have been like, nigga, why you at my door?
Yeah, she could have.
Why, how you gonna tell your dad, nigga? Why you at
Well,
my door?
and he's white.
I mean, y'all know that.
What?
Y'all know that. He acts like a nigga.
But that's some sucker
So,
shit.
he's niggerish.
So anyway, he says he paid for the college all 4 years, went out to visit to see her graduate, and she didn't speak to him and didn't really acknowledge him and
No,
kept
she-
his distance. And I thought
That was disrespectful.
Yeah, I thought, it
Like,
gets to a point where this is not a reflection of him. That's a reflection of you and your mother. And that makes you, in my opinion, like trash human beings if you can't even just be cordial with the motherfucker who paid over six figures.
Come to celebrate you.
Yeah.
helped you
Pay
for your college. It'd be something you got dudes out here that don't do shit for their kids. And their kids be happy if they just say hello to them. So this man, he at least paid for your college and you couldn't even say thank you.
And then he offered like, yo, we'll go anywhere in the world you want to go. Dubai, wherever. He's like, I just want to spend time with y'all. And it was like, damn, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
So that woman has probably turned them kids against.
Fuck the kids.
Yeah. I would. Now you could turn into Brian McKnight, Gary, and be like, fuck them kids.
So now let's see. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
So now that's why I say. Brian McKnight probably experienced the same shit Gary Owens doing,
and he just didn't want to.
Fuck this shit. Y'all out here on social media talking.
But what we're coming to, because we got another story just like it is, it's just about securing the bag. For the woman. Because it's basically about securing the bag, and then after that, it's whatever.
Let something happen to Gary, and those are going to be the first two motherfuckers with their hand out. Yeah. Where's the will?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Watch the bitch get a BBL.
Yeah, but that money's probably going to his new kids, because Gary said on he had twins with a new woman recently, and
she'll probably get a BBL.
One twin is black, and one twin is white. So that was interesting. That was actually a good interview. I don't fuck with Gary Owen like that. I don't hate him or nothing. It's just, I just never really cared to know about him. But it was actually a decent interview. So shout out to Club Shay and Gary Owen. Yeah, because Shannon's going through a lot of shit now.
As much as people say about Shannon, he always makes that interview
he doing this thing.
Must watch, regardless of who it is.
Yeah, he doing this thing.
I just need him to up his pants size for one time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me know what I need to know. Your line of lip gloss, because your shit be shiny as fuck.
That's that makeup.
I need to find out what makeup, what brand it is for makeup, because that shit be on point.
You remember that episode of First Take when he said he had the new makeup artist and she had him dressed up looking like fucking old girl from Tyler Perry. Medea. See, I'm drawing blanks. I'm getting old.
I need to know what that line is on your lips, because them shits be on point.
Club Shay.
Yeah, Club Shay. Yeah, Shannon been robbing motherfuckers the wrong way this week. Him and Shaq got into it.
Shaq dropped the whole diss track.
Shaq dropped bars on
Shaq was like, cue the music and let me get in the booth.
Yeah, he sampled Gilbert Arenas talking shit off a nightcap and then came in with the bar. You know what this means? Shannon got to drop a diss back.
Diss track?
I want to hear Shannon Sharpe rap.
He not rapping.
Shannon is not
rapping.
He not
rapping, dog.
You think he gonna come with a bounce track?
He gonna come with
I already know. He addressed it. I already addressed it. I watched Nightcap live.
By saying, hey, listen.
Shannon has been, and I can't really, but he's been the most hated on,
hated on. They hating on him
since day one.
They hating on since that Cat Williams interview.
Everybody has been at Shannon.
They hating
since
on
all this,
and Shaq's really sensitive as hell.
Shaq was overly sensitive.
I'm a LA Laker fan. I'm a New Jersey. We both from North New Jersey. Shout out to Brick City. And the Aristotle is one of my favorite all-time players.
I'm gonna call it what it is, and it's true. Shaq should have been better.
Yeah.
This is where I'm getting to. See, as a Laker fan, and like I said, me and Shaq from Jersey, I follow his trajectory, his career and stuff. So, the Lakers should have won at least 8 championships. 8.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we could. They got 3. They lost the 4th one to Detroit.
Yeah. And Karl Malone never got his ring.
That one. Kobe basically threw that series. Shout out Kobe, love you, baby. But like I said, Shaq, he's the most sensitive ass nigga I know. And that's facts. Everything that's being spoken about him is true.
Yeah.
He's never
Hit half
him
your
and Kobe. That's the reason why. That's the reason
Him and
why
Kobe fell out.
That's the reason
Hit
why
half your
Shaq
free
got
throws
traded
and
to the damn Miami.
hit half your
Because
free throws and you're up there in points and everything.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
way up there.
Exactly.
Oh, that nigga would have been number 3 or 4.
All day.
Hit your free throws
all
and stuff
day.
like
He's
that.
you know what I'm saying. He's the most dominant center ever, but he's sensitive as hell, and everything that's been spoken
Because they
about
don't give
him,
that love like he should, but you
he
don't
gets the
kinda-
love.
gets the love.
He gets the love.
What kind of love you need?
He just
He
don't.
needs to be-
He don't be talked about enough. I'll give that. I'll give that credit. He don't get talked about enough, but he do
I
get
think
love.
he does.
Like he said, it's the GOAT thing. When you
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about the GOAT, you don't mention Shaq's name, and that.
Because
Well, he's not. He
was
not.
a-
He would. He won't.
You just said
Yeah.
he's the most dominant big man.
center, big man.
So-
big man.
not the most skilled big man.
Not his most skilled, because
Even if he
Elijah
big
Ward
as
would
hell.
get that, or Kareem
but
Abdul-Jabbar.
because he didn't put the time in, because we know
I
Shaq
know.
could have been the GOAT.
Yeah, he could
Shaq
have.
could have
Shaq
really
could've
been
been the
Wembanyama while you bullshit
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he could handle the
Shaq
rock.
could've
He had
been-
the
he was-
speed.
yeah,
everything that
exactly.
we had never seen.
They just
before.
forced
And
him
he
to stay in the
didn't-
paint.
Exactly.
They wouldn't let him get out the paint.
You know,
So,
And he didn't take care of himself like he
Yeah,
was supposed to.
you're right. So yeah, it really is his fault. He had a shit work ethic. So him and Shannon Sharpe are basically beefing. Really, it stems to
It's
the
him.
MVP comments. So
Right.
Shaq was hating on Joker. Shaq was really hating on Joker.
I didn't take it he was hating on.
I did.
think
You don't mention another nigga when you congratulating me on my award.
no. This is what no.
My shit, nigga.
Hold on, time out.
Your side hating,
Hold on.
yes, it's
No,
the
he wasn't.
side
No.
jack.
Because before they talked to Joker, they gave their opinions on who should have won the MVP. So he said who he should have won it.
That's
So
right.
as he interviewing Joker, telling him congratulations, he said, "Look, I'm just going to keep it 100. I think Shay should have won it. I just wanted you to hear it out of my mouth first." So that's all.
Isn't
he
that
did.
what Kanye West did to
that's
Taylor
what
Swift?
But he's interviewing the Joker. He's congratulating him. So
Don't mention SGA
Well, if he
this
didn't
moment.
say, okay, so if he don't say nothing, right?
That might not have been
Joker would have took it like, well, how you congratulate me when you just said who won it? So he just told him, I'm letting you know I thought
Joker would have found out.
And that's cool, but maybe you shouldn't have mentioned that in the interview.
And
You're
don't
doing
say it
with
right
me.
then.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like,
part that got me.
I thought he kept
I
it
see
real.
what you're saying.
My
I see
issue-
what both of y'all are saying, but yeah, kind of don't say it right
I
when
think
I got my
Shaq,
trophy. You
Shaq
tell me
has a
somebody else should've won.
podcast. He could have held off and let his real feelings be shown on the podcast. He didn't have to do it right then and there while congratulating the
Nigga,
nigga.
I didn't think you should have won, but congratulations.
Yeah.
He said, I just want to tell you since before you came up here, I told the whole world who should have won it.
Yeah. But I just didn't like it in that moment. You know?
Oh,
Or at least I would have waited till maybe at the end of the interview. At the very end when there's some signing off. And by the way, just so you hear it first, I would have said, that'd be different at the end. He did it like right after the first couple sentences.
Well, again, if this is somebody, if everybody know this is how he does, right? It's expected. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something different.
Don't do that. Well, I mean, it's his character.
That's his
but-
character. So
But has he ever done that before? Like shitting on a nigga like that while congratulating?
I didn't take it he shitted on him.
Shaq got a lot going on right now. Because now that I'm thinking about, Shaq got the picture circulating around with him and the young girl.
Oh yeah, at the
He
beach.
got
Oh, and then
Shaq
the
at
Shawnee,
beach
then
and
his
stuff.
Yo, that
next
nigga.
wife.
Yeah, well, we gonna get into
And
that
then,
next.
he had somebody DM, somebody girlfriend's DM, and then beefing with.
Yeah,
But when it
Shannon.
comes back to controversy, right?
Yeah.
I told you controversy sells. And
all-
Shaq sells a lot of different brand
I
name
completely
companies.
forgot about those pictures. Do you
number
have a
one-
problem with? Isn't he 56? Because the girl's 21.
Yeah, he's
I know the
56.
girl is 21. He's 56.
Well,
I
I
have a
think
problem with it? No,
somebody
I
already
don't
debunked.
personally.
Somebody
If
had
she don't
already
will,
came out and
everybody grown.
debunked that and saying that when that picture was taken is.
But
You know.
either or, and it goes for either gender. If they want to go willingly,
Everybody
that's their
grown.
They're gonna
business.
start using the groomer word with Shaq.
Everybody's
No,
grown.
there's
But you
no
can't do
grooming
that,
as
though.
long
There's
as
no
you're
groom.
in.
Yeah.
Right.
I know, but
as long as
still.
you're over 18.
Yeah.
But you know how
But
the general
21,
public is.
definitely you're
Oh, you
grown.
talking about cancel culture?
You're young,
Yeah,
you're
just
grown.
the
Cancel
culture
culture?
in general. I'm
How
not
about-
saying
they're
I
not
agree
general-
with
They're
it.
not a general public. You talking about a sector, cancel culture.
That's just like I saw Leonardo DiCaprio.
What about him?
His girlfriend? They say 19,
He's white.
20.
He's not
like
going to
that.
be scrutinized like Shaq.
Of
Jerry
course.
Seinfeld was picking minors off at Central Park.
Hold on, what's my girl messing with Bill? The Murphy, Bill Murphy,
Bill Murray?
Bill Murray. Who's my girl messing with Bill Murray? Is it Khalees?
Wasn't it Khalees?
Yeah, is it Khalees rocking with Bill Murray?
Yeah, what does that have to do with minors?
At the end of the day, everybody grown.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, maybe somebody like the 96-year-old men and they 19.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with
they like
it,
their
but I mean, I don't care.
Listen,
Great
somebody got to take their money.
Hey, I'm going to be real.
Somebody got to take their money.
I ain't mad at a 21-year-old woman getting with Shaq because she knows forever that's going to be an easy life, at least for the next.
However long you're with them.
Yeah, because you ain't getting that ain't gonna no long-term situation. Get in and get
Yeah,
out.
we know that these dudes pay like they weigh. Like, we know this.
Yeah.
Gilbert said, "Look,
Shaq
Gilbert said that it's you got a little budget for how much."
Oh,
you pay.
Shaq's super tricky.
Yeah,
They pay
They
like
That
got a
girl
budget.
probably got a car.
Look,
just out that
even
weekend.
Shannon just said it. Like, it's a budget. Him and Gilbert talked about it. It's like they got like a $20,000 a month type budget. Like, this is what they do.
Equal. Oh.
Yeah, so nah, they pay like they weigh, but that's why I go to the next topic then.
Oh yeah, Shaunie O'Neal basically releases our memoirs, and she basically said in the chapter she admitted she was not in love with Shaq. She was in love with the idea of being with a man
Are you
and having a
surprised?
family.
They were
She
young.
was in love with the
Are you
idea of
surprised?
the
They
money.
was young.
I know she didn't love Shaq because she left him for cheating, and women who love you don't leave you for
Not
shit
just
like that.
I mean, like
Yeah,
I
money,
say,
she like
these
that
women
money.
are coming in to secure the bag. You're talking.
Yeah.
When did him and Shaunie get together?
Right,
That had to have been the
right
late
after-
'90s before Shaq
right
knew
after
any
he
better.
got out of, he got
LSU?
drafted. Yeah.
Like he got right. I see that he's getting ready to be super paid. Love ain't got nothing to do with this. This is a business decision.
Right.
And I'm getting ready to secure this bag. I wasn't surprised when she said that.
I'm not mad at that. I just don't like the fact that you benefited greatly from being with Shaq and you turn around and shit on the situation.
fucked up, yeah.
You could have kept that to yourself.
Right. But she got a book.
Yeah.
Like you said, she got a book and she got to sell it.
And
people got- yeah, I know.
You got
And
to
he helped her by saying, "Hey, it's all good, love."
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
And then he
And
beefs
Shaq
with
knew-
Shannon taking that shit out on Shannon.
Right.
You already know that.
And I'm sure
That's
Shaq
how
knew.
niggas
Look.
You know Shaq. How Shaq gonna be petty and then just let that shit slide with his wife?
That's how niggas do.
to think that they got together when Shaq was young and stuff like that. You know, this dude is all over the world doing everything and anything. You in it for the money.
Exactly.
You in it for the money.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it at all. But we understood what you said when you said you don't think you ever loved him. I don't think you did either.
And everybody knew that.
You loved him when that check came in.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And you got some kids out of it. You got your seed money to start that production company. You married again.
Right.
And why are you bringing this up? That's all.
Because
you
I gotta
know.
sell this book.
But it's like, what is the point of selling a book when it makes you look like a villain?
I mean, how? First of all, nobody knows who you are.
It's
if
a numbers
not
game.
Nobody knows you if it's not for Shaq.
Yeah.
So I gotta mention Shaq in this book because don't nobody know who I am or really give a F about me without this man. So
And she kept his last name years after they were divorced. Yeah, so.
you knew it wasn't love. Half these chicks don't be marrying these guys for love. They marry them because we're securing this bag.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong.
They are one of the few that will hold it down until you get to where you need to get to.
Yeah. Like these women are in it like
Or there'll be one like that, and then
and the competition they got to go
Y'all
through to
act up.
get to these dudes, the other women they got to go. Oh, come on now, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's lots and lots of, but that's embarrassing as a man for a woman to come out and say she never loved you, that you had
I'm
kids.
not
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be
I
embarrassed.
wouldn't be.
I mean, not in like firsthand embarrassment, but it's kind of like, damn, you don't respect me enough to keep that shit to yourself. That's why you got to put fear.
Again, I wouldn't even. For me, it's like if you really honest with yourself and you talking about a young black man who came from the hood, who come into power with money based off his athleticism and everything. He married at the time the love of his life, even though we all know between 18 and 25, you don't experience love. You getting to learn who you are as an adult. You don't really deform that particular type mate that you want until close to 30. You know what I'm saying? So
Probably even after that.
Exactly. Probably further longer than
further
that.
along
You know what I'm
down the
saying?
line
So
than
18, 25, ain't no love popping off. It ain't. It's just like, hey, can we get along? Can we coexist? And if we have kids, can we co-parent?
But then you have to, like I say, factor into that money. The money with that situation
Exactly.
is different. Then
It's
you're
a whole new
factoring
ball
into-
game.
Yeah, you're factoring into millions and millions.
You got
of dollars.
generational wealth just by being attached to somebody
Exactly.
and having a family.
So now you see why she kept the O'Neal last name, because
course,
she know
she
that's
get
a
money.
gold mine.
That's a gold mine.
That's
That
a
O'Neal-
gold mine.
Yeah.
Well, what if people mistake her for the wife of Jermaine O'Neal?
No, they
Six
don't.
got a little money, but he ain't got money like
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Don't play my boy like
No,
that.
I'm not trying to
That's my
play
guy.
her.
You know that's my guy. Don't play
That was the only other. Would it be better if it was Royce O'Neal?
You know Six
Oh
is
my
my. Don't
God.
play Jay like that. What up, Six? Like, nah, that's my guy.
I'm just
2-1
man.
Minnesota.
Yo,
2-1
his daughter
Minnesota.
is a beast down. I forgot what school she played, but she played volleyball. She's really good. Really good.
awesome.
But yeah, don't play Six like that.
I wasn't playing her.
And then what's
Playing her.
crazy about Shaq is, isn't Shaq probably the one person with the most
What?
where you do different sponsors?
Oh, he's
like,
an endorsement
yeah,
brand.
he's the biggest
Yeah, he's the
endorsement
biggest.
ever.
Yeah.
Like
He's a big.
he's got to be Shaq.
Yeah, he get money.
endorsed
He get
everybody.
money. He gets money, bro. Right?
I was most surprised to see him with the general.
I'm not
Nah,
surprised.
I'm not surprised. He saved Papa John's, bro.
Yeah, I know that.
Shaq himself saved
I remember
Papa
that.
I'm not surprised if they talking money.
John's.
Shaq
Shaq-a-roni.
listening.
The Shaq-a-roni.
If they talking money, Shaq gonna listen, and that's how you keep getting money. You
Yeah.
don't turn nothing down.
I ain't mad at him for. Well,
He get money,
you
bro.
don't
If
want
I
to
got
get
the
everything.
time, I can do it, and
He
that's
get
how
money.
Shaq is.
He's a brand ambassador.
Yeah, that nigga Brandon, you can eat Papa John's, fuck your stomach up, and get
Right.
some icy hot to rub on your back for your cramps,
And then
call
take
the
your
general.
ass on a carnival cruise.
Shaq endorses everything.
Everything. He gets money.
And I am not mad at all.
What we got going on here?
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
okay. So we're gonna keep it moving.
Live action.
We're gonna get into the music section of the show. Lots and lots of things have been happening in the world of music.
Diss track.
Diss tracks aplenty.
What we talk about this time last week? How long it was gonna last?
Yeah,
It's over.
It's over.
it needs to be over after
It's
that last
over.
round.
It's over.
It's over. We already listen.
Okay.
Man,
I know they dropped 2 new tracks after we
Go ahead and
talked.
give your take.
my take. Oh, you know, like I said, what I've been trying to say to people this whole entire time, what people really not talking about is who set this thing off. Future is the boogeyman. Future.
Wow.
is.
Kendrick was the one who
No,
started.
in his They Not Like Us. Yeah. He broke it down. He broke it down in the Atlanta scene, how he came down there, Future, get your shit up. He broke all the Atlanta rappers that Drake associate himself with, even down 21 Savage, get your street cred. Where he think he got the information from? Future. And look, this week Future dropping his mixtape. On top of that, against Gunna. Future started this whole shit, bro. It was on Future. It's on Future album. Listen, look, it's Future song that set this whole beef thing off. Look at We Don't Trust You. Future is the one.
Don't trust you.
Yes,
Yeah.
Future is the one that set this whole shit off, bro. He's the boogeyman.
So Future is the mastermind
Yes.
behind this
When it
insidious
comes-
plot.
He's feeding K Dot all his info.
When it comes to the K-Dot Drake beef, I think, like I said, I call it a tie. I
No,
think that
Drake lost.
No, Drake lost.
I think that personally they both lost. I think they both
No.
ended up
No.
being embarrassed. I think they were.
How
well,
K Dot got embarrassed?
Well, it came out that he beat his wife. And then on top of that.
She knew that shit.
Stop, time out. But before that, K-Dot jumped up and down like Drake had a daughter. Y'all forget he said that, right?
Yeah, that's because Drake was feeding him false information.
Okay, so if Kendrick's this great rapper, y'all, why are you using this? That's why I told you he came up with the Like Us song. That he didn't mention the daughter no more because, nigga, you lied.
Okay.
So that takes points away from Meet the Grams. You made a whole
Drake lied.
Stop.
Didn't Drake lie?
Is there a whole verse?
Didn't Drake lie?
Is there a whole verse to that song to a little girl? Yes or no?
You're right. It is.
It is. You made up a whole verse.
Didn't Drake lie? Back up though. But didn't Drake lie? But didn't Drake lie? Family. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You made up a whole verse to a person that does not exist.
Okay.
Now Drake, on the other hand, took a big L because now people are looking at him crazy with these pedophile accusations
that he still hasn't fully.
Just all this other stuff. Like Drake took a big L. I don't know how big it's going to be when it comes to his music. Like I don't know if he's still going to sell like he used to. I don't know if Drake's still going to sell like he used to, and we'll see what Kendrick got. You think Drake's still going to sell?
Yeah, he still sell. He got his fan base. You know, he's a pop star. Yeah. He's not a hip hop artist. He's a pop star.
Drake is a pop star.
No. After this battle, no, don't do Drake like that. He held his own.
Yeah,
and
he
is.
Being a pop star doesn't mean you can't rap.
A pop star with 20 ghostwriters. I mean, like, come on. He's a pop star.
Once again, you're still not giving him his credit for hanging in there. That was
hung in there, but
that was a whole thing.
We don't give props for losers. You know what I'm saying?
To me, the best song out of the whole thing was Family Matters.
What?
All of
They not like us. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They not like us.
The beat hot.
Beat hot. Everything is hot on there.
Remember, you tried to tell me last week beat didn't matter. Remember that?
Yes, I did.
These were some shitty beats.
But we already proved. Back up. But we already proven that he's a lyricist. So he's already won.
In battles that beat did not matter.
But y'all also said he K-Dot couldn't make no.
Right.
Hold on. But y'all also said K-Dot couldn't make no club bangers, and that was a club banger.
But so you're
yes
saying
or no? Yes or no? Did you not say
come
it?
up with a club banger in order?
Y'all
to
say
win
he couldn't do it.
Are you saying he had to come up with a club banger to do it? Because
no, I didn't say he had to. It just worked out that way.
Matter.
You're right. It didn't matter.
Kendrick's beats aren't standing out.
Right.
And you were like, no, yeah, they are. And I'm like, no, they're not.
Okay.
And then he dropped Like Us. Beat is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your whole tune changed. I told you. Sonically, Family Matters was better until Like Us came out.
Mm-hmm.
You think? I'm sorry. Well, I was just gonna say the biggest loser in this whole thing was Drake's Mansion, because boy, they done fucked that shit up 3 times this week.
3 times.
They shot up Drake's Mansion on Tuesday, and somebody tried to break into it, and there was just recently a report of an altercation, a third incident.
They gonna get in there.
Okay, so it was a second trespassing incident. So 1 shooting and 2 trespassing incidents. So I don't know what
stems from the beef.
I don't know. I think personally Drake is holding some vibranium or something in that fucking mansion.
What does this stem from? Like the shoes and stuff like that. Like
I know it's not Kendrick. I don't believe it.
I wouldn't think it would be Kendrick either. Like I heard that him and whatchamacallit is into it heavy though. Weekend, I heard that him and the Weekend, like OVO and whatever EXO is that.
Yeah,
I hear they're into it heavy up there right now though.
Oh, I didn't know they were beefing.
The Weekend and Drake.
I don't follow the Weekend.
Man, he was dissing the Weekend and half this song.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so
why are they falling? Weren't they cool at one point?
I don't know why they fall out, but they're beefing heavy. Heavy. Over a chick, probably.
Yeah.
You know how these dudes do, they over a chick.
I think the biggest winner in all this so far has been
J. Cole?
No. J. Cole took a L.
Actually, he did. I don't think he took it. I think he did. I think he looking good on this.
I think that because it got so personal, J. Cole was like, I'm not doing this. Ain't no need for me to do it because I know it's going to get personal.
Right.
So I'm going to just step aside.
That's why
he looked like the smarter one out of everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, I was gonna say Metro Boomin revolutionized the diss. Branson
did.
disagrees with me.
I don't like this.
So
I do.
I understand.
I thought it was
do,
genius.
Cause I thought it was too. Cause Drake brought it on himself. Metro shut your bitch ass, make some drums, niggas.
Yeah,
so he did exactly.
Metro made some drums.
He did exactly what he did.
Drake told him
and
to
that
do.
shit went viral. I love it.
I love. Yeah, I thought that was
I
revolutionary.
love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
Metro.
Drake getting hit from all sides.
Yeah, random niggas is writing disses to Drake. That's why I said it was
even
smart.
motherfuckers from Japan, you can't even understand what they saying. Dissing goddamn Drake. They
That
doing
was
drums and shit.
That was genius.
Yeah. Yes.
Now but we still expect all of them to be dropping albums this year, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick's dropping next month. Drake's dropping, and Cole, we're waiting on this. This better be fire. This thing better be fire.
Hey, what's your favorite? Have you heard all the remakes of the BBL DRIZZY?
I haven't listened to any of them.
Bruh, some of them are actually pretty dope. I'll play them for you after the.
I say a lot.
Hey, yo,
of
they had one with
Genius.
a nigga who just took a saxophone and just played saxophone over
They
it.
had one with it. They had one with
Over the
it.
beat, just the
Yeah,
sax.
Bruh, that shit ill though.
It is.
I'm gonna
it
play
is.
that shit. That
It
shit
is.
fucking
they
ill.
They got one up there.
I like the Latin one where
Yeah.
they El BBL Drake.
Yep, they got one. The doctor up there, he rapping like he's actually his doctor that's telling him he performing his BBL. So it's hilarious, bro.
Bro, some of this shit. That's why I said Metro really. I think Metro won the battle because he got only one bar. Dissed at him, no personal shit, and Metro aired that nigga out for $10,000. Got the whole world dissing this nigga to win $10,000.
It's funny.
Yo, that shit was genius.
It's
I don't know. Watch all the producers do that shit.
Don't fuck with the damn DJ.
Yeah, that's one thing we can.
Beefing for no reason.
Oh, they really.
No, it's good for. It's
The only
actually
beef
good for
that has
hip-hop.
no rhyme or reason is the Game and Rick Ross.
Yes.
And that's only because the Game wanted to jump into this beef.
He tried. Rick Ross said. Rick Ross said,
wanted
"You
to jump
starving
in too,
out
though."
there."
Yeah,
Rick Ross
I
said,
saw that.
He said, "You starving."
But didn't
He said,
Rick
"I
Ross
ain't even
want to
gonna
jump
write
in
one
too?
for you."
Just get him some lemon pepper wings then.
Rick Ross wanted to jump in too, though. Like,
Rick Ross had beef with Drake.
Drake, yeah, exactly. He had a gripe with Drake.
what was Ross's gripe with Drake?
Well, actually-
The gripe started out with Kendrick.
Didn't Drake block the
gripe
release?
started out with
Drake said it first. He said it off first.
Yeah.
He mentioned Rick Ross first.
Yeah, that is
gripe
true.
started with Kendrick and Drake,
and
and,
then Drake-
Cole. That's how the gripe
And
started.
Drake mentioned
And
Ross's
Drake,
name.
and Drake mentioned Rick Ross. He did.
And that's why Rick Ross jumped in.
He did mention them.
Yeah.
Good cross jumping, not cross dressing.
Yeah, Drake was like a fucking kamikaze pilot.
He
and
taking
Rick Ross
shots
was
at
Pearl
multiple
Harbor.
motherfuckers.
Well, the Game track I thought was kind of dope.
I ain't listen to it.
Take
I-
Ross
yeah,
kinda
the
long
beat
to
was-
respond to the Game though. He got the Drake in like 2 hours. He still ain't respond to the Game yet.
He ain't going to.
Yeah, he ain't gonna respond to it. Because the
if you
Game
saw-
don't got no reason to be in this
right.
shit.
If you saw his post, he had his some fancy ass cup that he was drinking. Obviously, I think tea or something or coffee.
The
And
Louis V style.
he
thing.
wanted to get in the battle.
Yeah,
he even said that.
He said, "You starving." He said, "You
Oh
starving."
yeah. Rick Ross said that.
He mocking him. He's like, "You starving." I'm not even gonna give you my energy, dog.
Yeah. But the Game, didn't he release a post a couple days ago saying he wanted to be in the beef?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
He wanted to jump
when
in.
he dissed Rick Ross, it was like there's
Where
no
you come-
reason for
yeah,
you to
like,
do
why
that.
is
You
why
just
is
want to jump
yeah,
in.
Exactly. What's your angle coming at him?
You
know
don't
what I'm
have
saying?
a reason.
At
You
least
just-
everybody has an angle while they
Angle.
coming at
The
each
Game
other.
just wants some attention.
Now, again, I love the diss tracks. Excuse me. I love the diss tracks that's coming on because we not even talking about JT and Suki, and then they got one.
I heard that.
Their topics
They going
coming up
back and
next.
forth.
Their topics
Well, I
coming
mean,
up.
go right into it.
Coming up.
It's this is the summer. This is the year of the diss tracks. You know what I'm saying? Which is good because, like I said, it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So for music lovers, it's a win. You know what I'm saying? Now we just gonna see whose skills is up to par. That's all. You get the chance to see whose skills, who's clever.
Okay, with this Sukihana JT beef, what does it stem from? Do you know?
I don't even know. It came out of left field that it was supposed to be something about Sukihana. Supposed to be
Exchanging words on social media.
Yeah, talking junk about JT and JT coming out like, look, I don't know you and you shouldn't be running your mouth. And then it took off from there. And then, Suki, she supposed to be coming out with a TV show. Yeah. So again, controversy, something to bring attention to a TV show. So she came out of diss track and everything.
And on top of that, like Drake and Kendrick have had everybody's eyes the past couple weeks. So we gotta bring them back to us.
Yeah. You know what the crappy part is?
You gotta get them back.
Come back here. Come back here. Over here, y'all.
Like,
don't forget about us.
That Sukihana diss was like the dopest bars I've ever heard Sukihana drop ever. And I'm not saying they were dope. I'm just saying they were dope for her.
She went in.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go listen.
So now JT got to fire back.
This year has been a lot of confrontation.
Can I say what's the issue with JT? Because wasn't Glorilla like saying something about JT? Like we weren't cool like that or something?
Yeah, they get him Glow.
So what's the deal with JT? Because I don't.
Man, you know what? Listen, it's when they see people getting that money, it brings that. It's like this when
Who's
you got
getting the money. City Girls flop.
But Glorilla getting money.
Yeah.
She got that Get 'em Glow. She got a couple of hits. She got a few hits up there. You know what I'm saying? So when you see people getting that money, motherfuckers chirping because they want to attach their name. It's clout chase. They want to attach their names to them, try to cause some type of controversy,
I just want to know what's so difficult about JT. I figure if you keep your credit cards away from her, you'd be cool with her. Like, what happened? She take their wallet or something?
JT she definitely her and Suki but I heard it's not really like that. But
if they dropping a diss, it's like that.
It's like that.
Yeah. So this is plenty. I don't know, and it's a good thing. All this beef has been only on wax. Like, only one I could see getting physical is maybe Sukihana and JT, because I want to see some titties fly out. Because damn sure Shay and Shaq, they can't fight.
Nah,
them niggas got all types. Yeah, the knees, the hip.
They can't do that. And I know Shaq needs his trash.
Yeah, I was reading that online. Niggas was like, who would win in the fight between them?
Shaq
Like,
can't
nobody.
Even dunk no more, I don't think.
The doctors.
So yeah,
doctors.
He can dunk. He's 7 feet. You don't
even have to jump.
He ain't got to jump that.
You may have to stand on your tippy toes depending on how long your arms are.
You ain't gonna play with a boy like that, dude.
Well, yeah. That's the only fight I see getting physical. But I guess that covers disses. But there's been some new albums that dropped today.
I haven't even listened.
Okay, Ghostface Killah dropped his album today. Did you hear it?
You said it was all right.
It's all right.
I was disappointed. Okay, I'm pulling up the name of the album.
It's hard. Remember, last week we were talking about Nas and
and DJ Premier.
We were
he got that song. He just got that signature. He's like, okay.
Now, here's what it is. Okay, the name of the album, Ghostface Killah's new album, is called Set the Tone, Guns N' Roses. So that's the name of the album we're discussing. Came out today, 19 tracks, 52 minutes long. All right, it was a 52 fake out album for me, because when you first put on the first track, it gets you. And you're like, oh shit, Ghost is back. Okay. And then that second track with Method Man, you're like, oh shit. 2 tracks, you getting amped. Okay. And that third track, you're like, it's not as good as the first 2, but you don't want to ruin the momentum. And then after that, it's like a fucking roller coaster downhill and not in a good way. Every track, it got worse and worse.
Because I think...
Because it was a mixtape more than an album.
There's no grittiness left in the artists that we loved growing up like that.
No.
They're going to give you some, but then they're going to try to give you the new shit too. And the new shit isn't really what we want from the artists that we remember them as. Like you said, Ghostface went into the R&B thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's had a couple of R&B tracks, but what we remember Ghost for were those great...
Which he displayed in the first 3 tracks.
No, he had some R&B tracks that was some bangers.
No, I said he's had some great R&B tracks, but
so it's in between. So Ghost has given us that God grab your attention, So like Bub was talking about.
So it has some classic, like those first 3 tracks. You're like, God damn.
So now I gotta go.
Yeah, it's
you
gonna
gotta
get you
listen.
hype because it's vintage Ghost, like the first 2 or 3 tracks, and then after that, you sitting there waiting for that
then
magic to
it's-
recap.
This is another problem I have with these artists. See, I remember
Which that's
when
an old school tactic, though.
I remember when Ghostface made Only Made for Cuban Links and all these other great albums, and it's hard to top those albums that came.
You ain't got to top them.
Yeah, but it's hard to place even in the category
Actually,
with those
it's not.
albums.
No, all you have to do is just. You can still stay to what made you art. You just have to be, make sure you are adopting the new age as well as keeping on to what got you
Exactly.
there. You know what I'm saying? As long as you be able to make adjustments, you're good.
And I think a lot of artists can't make that adjustment.
Exactly.
A lot of the older artists
Exactly.
can't make that adjustment.
So that's why when you see people like Nas,
Yeah.
Nas has made the adjustment.
Yeah.
That's why he's able to get his flowers still. And he's like him and Jay is like the oldest in the rap game right now. They're both 50s.
Yep.
So
Buster's made the adjustment.
And him too. Yes, Buster
did
as
the
well.
adjustment.
He did that song with Kodak Black,
right.
and I understood what Kodak Black was saying.
Right. And hey, look, and it seemed like since then I can understand what
Kodak Black said.
Because
And
he got a nice one out right now.
That's
Condiments.
the difference in,
Condiments.
I guess, the rappers of then and now. Like the then rappers are having a hard time adjusting to this new era, and only a select few of those rappers are really coming
Right.
out.
Well, I was disappointed by Ghostface Killer's album, and I was actually, I ain't gonna say surprised. Well, actually surprised because Griselda, they've been letting me down for the past 2 years.
See you playing, my boy.
I'm not, because I'm a Griselda fan. I'm not saying I don't. That's why I'm disappointed. They haven't really dropped no real bit. But okay, Conway released Slant Face. Is that the name
Slant
of that?
Face Killer.
Okay,
Face
Slant
Killer.
Face Killer.
It's a good album.
That's actually a pretty good album. I will
Who's
say,
that?
Conway the Machine.
Conway.
So he dropped an album today, and it's pretty dope so far. I haven't heard everything. I was at the track with Swiss Beats when he pulled up.
Well, now
When I
I guess
pulled up.
because I guess rhymes are back in the.
No, they're not.
They kind of are, kind of.
People are still vibing. And you know what? I had an epiphany today, and I realized this is just going in a circle because rappers today just be on vibes and don't be saying nothing. And I said, so was late 70s hip hop. It's the
Yes.
same fucking thing, man.
Late 70s.
They weren't
early
rapping
80s,
about
yeah,
shit
late
in the 70s.
Late 70s, early 80s. We're talking
Yeah,
about shit.
before the message. After
Yeah.
the message, people are like, okay, we got to say some shit. But
Yeah, we
before
gotta
that, it
start.
was hibbity hibbity hop
You're right.
and a ring a ding dong.
The hibbity hip hop. You don't stop.
Yeah, and to throw your hands up. So, yeah,
The infant stage of hip hop.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
But I mean, maybe
infantile stage
we're
of
back
hip-hop.
at that stage now. Niggas
And
is
it's
talking
gonna
about nothing,
reset.
and they do it with a southern accent.
And it's going to reset. Hip hop, I believe.
Yeah,
is
they're
going
gonna
to
get back
come
into lyrics because
into
kids
lyrics
can't.
again.
They're gonna get sick of this. But I mean, I just had an epiphany and realized maybe we're just at that cycle again
Probably.
where we're back in the 70s, late
Reese,
70s.
yeah.
Well, it's-
because niggas is dressing gay. And
Well,
they
it's
fucking
more about fun now.
What
like
they call it, they
everything's
dressing
a party.
zesty.
They want to
They
party.
zesty.
Everything is party. Where we were growing up, everything really wasn't party like
But
that.
it was in the late 70s.
Yeah, the 70s.
Parties,
it
party.
was.
Niggas
Niggas
was
Party, disco era.
partying, not
Disco
saying nothing,
era, boy. Yes,
dressing
sir.
gay because it was
Yeah.
left over from disco.
And what you
Right.
say, and I'm the guy who's like, out of every era I could have partied
era,
in,
yeah.
I think the 70s might have been the best
Yeah.
era to
Yes,
go party.
exactly.
Well, I ain't wearing that shit.
You had
Lord
the
Jamar
best
said it.
The best
He-
drugs, everything.
Yeah, Lord.
Anything goes. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't got to
exactly.
worry about
'Cause-
nothing.
Exactly.
It was Lord Jamal who said they liked hip hop in the early, but they couldn't fuck with it because of the fashion, because of the disco shit and all that weirdo shit. So now that weirdo shit is back. So we're just having a full. We're back in '79.
You know the artist I have the hardest time with, and it really hurts me where he's from.
What?
Uzi Vert.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Look,
I'll
it
say
hurts
thing.
me
Me
so
too, me
bad.
too.
It hurts me so
Yeah, it
bad
does.
being from
Yeah,
Philly,
yeah.
and I gotta sit here and
Yeah.
watch this dude
In a
dress
purse.
like this and stuff
kid
like
doing
that.
split,
Coming from
like-
the Beanie Siegel generation
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and now this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm just. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, it's hey.
We talked about Will Smith, and they be picking at Will Smith like that.
Right.
Nah, this is something totally
Course.
different here.
Him and Young Thugger.
This is.
They
I'm glad you brought that up. What is going on with his case?
Man,
Is he going to prison?
I don't think he going.
Oh, they gonna take his ass.
They gonna give him something though.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna. Cause listen, we talking about a Rico.
They ain't gonna just
Ain't nobody walking away.
You ain't just come back home.
You ain't come back all that talking about. But he gonna get some time. But I don't think they gonna give him the time.
That big time.
That big time they trying to, because it's too messy now. And then on top of that, she about to lose her credibility in that damn Donald Trump. That's a whole.
Oh yeah, Fonnie Willis.
Yeah, they already talking about.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap for Fonnie.
So her open up her coochie at the wrong time. She making it look good for him. So he'll probably get some time, but not at the time they're trying to give him, which it was life. You know what I'm saying? So he'll probably do like 10, 15.
Slap on the wrist, basically, from what you were looking at.
Exactly.
He gonna be a
Fannie
big
Willis,
baby cellmate.
Yeah, because Fannie, she got too big of herself. See,
Yeah.
this is what he keep trying to remind Negroes. Like,
Yeah.
listen, you got a little power. The white folks say, hey, Negro, you come on back here.
She fucked it up for some dick.
That's it. Yep.
You know what the fucked up part is? Fonnie didn't even look attractive to me until I found this out. And then I was like, I'd fuck her for some money and power. She's kind of frumpily built, but you'll smash, get some money and a trip to Dubai out of it.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not even, it's lingering. Who have heard of a trial that lasts as long as his?
Yeah.
Look how long it's been going. How many months has been going on?
Too long. Nigga.
How many months? Who ever heard of a trial going this long? It's redundant as of right now. And you know how many millions of dollars they done put into this case on top of that. So the longer it's going on, the more it looks better for him. Because if they had a slam dunk case like how most RICO federal cases is, that should have been done in 2 weeks. So, you know what I'm saying? We done. Guilty.
Damn shame.
I just wanted to see what was going on with the Thugger thing.
Well, yeah, what's the score? Because
I'm
out of topic.
2-1. It's 2-1. They Denver came in.
So Denver probably going to win. I think Denver going to win next one too. Then.
No, they're not. No.
Okay, we're going to see.
No, I don't see that.
We're going to see.
I told you for the beginning of the series that I picked Minnesota.
I think whoever wins this is winning the championship.
Yeah, all
You
day.
don't think Boston has a chance?
No,
Hell
I don't
no.
think the East Coast has a chance.
East
At all.
don't have a chance.
Nobody.
Not unless there's an injury.
It runs through the West, dog.
Yeah.
The West is too deep.
Maybe if Porzingis comes back.
No, I don't even give a
Not
damn.
even Porzingis?
I don't care. Porzingis coming back. Look how many. Listen, they got the Twin Towers in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Denver somehow come back, they're gonna lose to the winner of Dallas and OKC.
I don't see Dallas.
I don't see Denver repeating.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a new champion. It's gonna. Minnesota is my favorite.
because I could see the Nuggets or the Wolves beating.
Denver beats Minnesota. I see Denver raising it again.
Not because you got listen. This is the reason why I say it's gonna be hard. Number one, you battle. If they were to come back, that means it's a 7-game series. They already limited depth wise. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have the same bench from last year. So now you're going up against a even younger team. So let's just say OKC come out. They're at least 10 years younger than fucking Minnesota.
Experience is everything.
You
Yes.
right, but I'm talking about them legs, them Bambi legs that them boys got. They got them Bambi legs. They can run their ass up and down the court. They could go up in them. Hey,
Didn't Golden State?
Golden State. You can talk about the Lakers. Oh no,
Miami?
No. Miami. Yeah, that Miami team.
You got anything else to cover? I'm good. Okay, well, we did a solid 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Ow.
Yeah. We didn't beat last week's record, which was our longest show ever of 3+ hours. And that's cool. I'll be watching these live streamers. Some of these niggas be doing 6, 7, 8 hour shows. Because I guess, people in the chat be like donating money. And if you in the live stream, yeah. So, yeah. I done seen niggas hold 9, 10 hour streams. Yeah, and I can't do it. I love y'all people watching us, but I don't want to talk to motherfuckers that long.
That's a job.
Yeah.
We about to slide.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe out there. No drinking and driving. And we will see y'all next Friday. Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's
Mother's Day.
Day.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the
Stop
ladies
dating
out
women
there.
with kids and you forget about
Shut up,
Mother's
Doug.
Day. No, I'm talking about for me.
Shut up, Doug.
I'm talking about my experience. I completely forgot it was Mother's Day.